what that was last night. And I would rather just say, okay, there's no fucking podcast this week then. Because fuckface act like a baby.
Live from inside the eviscerated corpse of a tauntaun, it's the Grandma's Virginity Podcast, episode 22. On this week's show, the truth is revealed about the meltdown record.
Sometimes I've got very thin skin. Sometimes I'm a Pisces, so that tends to happen from time to time.
Justin's parents are made to answer for their crimes against humanity.
It was just like, oh my God, I give up, and that's been the tone of his life after that.
And Abed opens up about his tender deflowering.
Did you rock that body?
Well, first of all, she was a lesbian.
Plus, listener email, and oh, so much, much more. Plug in your flap warmers. Here we go.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Grandma's Virginity Podcast, episode number 22, the long-awaited episode. With me, as always, is Ryan Ridley.
Hey there, everybody.
And not always with me and with us is a gentleman by the name of Abed Gaith.
Hooty hoot hoot.
Okay, so Jackie's not here. You're probably all realizing right now. You're having the shock hit you. She is sick, and it's just gotten to the point where we're like, okay.
All the stars aren't going to align.
Yeah,
we have to accept two.
Do you really think she's sick, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
she did the whole fake sick thing on the phone.
Abed?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So no, Abed will be fine. This past several weeks has been a perfect storm of the three of us not being able to come up with a time that it works for all three of us. Ryan and I being insanely busy on a job.
Sick. Getting sick.
Me being incredibly, incredibly sick.
Are you going to tell us about the job?
Yeah.
We'll hint
around it a little bit. And then, of course, there was the rumored, famous teased meltdown record that happened.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about that.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much we want to get into it now because Jackie.
You should go into it a little bit.
Because Jackie isn't here. It's like, I mean, here's what we'll say. The long and short of it is, I was just in a shitty mood. I was sensitive and tired, and sometimes I've got very thin skin. Sometimes I'm a Pisces. So that tends to happen from time to time.
I'm a Pisces too. I know what he's talking about.
I'm usually fine. Honest to God, like I'm actually.
It's got nothing to do with the way the fucking stars.
My point is, anybody out there for lack of like understanding.
Any of you retards out there who actually believe in that?
Okay, well,
yeah, I half believe in it.
A couple
because
people.
Sometimes it's right though. But I know it's bullshit. But you know. Whatever. Sometimes it can
I don't believe it, but
sometimes everything is right.
But you use
exactly.
I'm using it as a reference for according to that Pisces can sometimes be very sensitive. So, but anyways, I was. And
I can be very sensitive too, and I'm a Taurus.
Oh wow! Well, what do you know? But what happened was we got out here, we started recording the show. And then Ryan and Jackie started pouncing on me, and I was rolling with it for a little while. All right,
I don't want to
enough.
Can we talk about the thing behind
this is
the issue?
dangerous territory.
I know,
to
the
be
issue
about.
Behind the issue.
No,
and that
boring.
is Justin's personality. It's a thematic episode. We're going to be analyzing you with your parents in the interview coming up. So I want to.
He's a manipulator.
Yeah.
He does that type of thing. So people say, "Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
You're so stressed out. Here, let me do all the work for you. Let me give you a background. You need money. Here's money."
I wish I was aware of that. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, no idea.
I had no idea I was manipulating
it's so
people.
Ingrained in your being that it's just it's like breathing.
Yeah.
You don't think about it anymore.
All right. Well. I've got a little thing I want to talk about, and maybe this will help,
more
serve
manipulation.
This will help serve as an example of my flawed character for everyone to see, put on display. It was like this. It was like I had a suit of armor on, and they were throwing arrows at me. And
it was like a video game.
Yeah, and the arrows were chipping away at the armor, but I was in there. I was dodging and weaving for a little bit.
I can't believe I want to hear that so bad.
And then, no, trust me. And
well,
then,
wait a minute.
Well,
we
hold
have
on.
technically footage of it that I could play snippets of.
Hold on. So I'm like I'm trying to keep up with it and just keep be a good sport. And then eventually they chip the armor away. It was all gone. I had no more armor left.
What-
They had
what-
their little arrows and tools and knocked it off.
Well,
Then now their spears are piercing my skin and it hurts.
And your life meter is going
Yeah, man.
lower and
So
lower.
they got the armor
I'm
off.
losing
and then
hearts.
Yeah.
You were naked, so they just started jabbing you with
Yeah,
spears.
and that's when I started saying, okay, look, seriously, like, please, let's not talk. Let's move on, please. Let's move on. Just letting
And
them know, like,
we
this is
tasted
starting to
blood.
bother me.
The taste of blood was in our mouth.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
But I gave
We
them
were
fair warning.
smearing it all over
Said, "Look."
ourselves, Jackie and I, like
gross.
a blood orgy.
It's starting to get to me. And then
now I don't like it.
Then they kept going, and then finally I was just like, can the whole show be about you guys beating up on me, ganging up on me?
No, I think that it sets up...
Until I cross the threshold, I'll just fucking shut you down.
Justin, can I explain something to you? It's nothing personal.
No, I've noticed a theme in the shows lately. It's been fucking pick on Justin every fucking
How
week.
does it feel?
Have I become like this fucking easy target all of a
No,
sudden?
we don't pick on you.
You do. You just both pile on and paint me as this fucking just disgusting, like vile,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
without any fucking shred of humanity or empathy or like I'm just this fucking like soulless piece of shit. And it's like, come on, give me a fucking break.
Well, we're going to
man.
find out in the interview with the parents if we're wrong. Maybe we're off track here. I don't know.
Oh God. Well, I feel like if anything, this makes it even worse. It pushed me over the the line where I was just not even able to have fun anymore. But anyways, that's what happened. And I basically said, all right. I got quiet. I said, look, can we please move on? They finally got the idea. Okay, shit, we better move on. So Jackie starts telling her story, her Thanksgiving story, and then like she gets about a sentence or two into it, and I'm just like, you know what? I can't even fucking do this. Like I just can't do it. And that was it. Record over for that day. Now listen, the fact of the matter is, we're all really good friends. It was one little moment. It wasn't this big like, all right, fuck you guys. That's it. This podcast is done for good.
Why did they both attack you?
Wait.
I don't understand why you guys...
Never that.
First of all, no, you literally said those words, though, Justin.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said, fuck it! This is the last episode.
No,
really?
No, dude, you're out of your fucking mind. If I said that, it was a joke.
Good joke.
No, if I said that, I was joking. Because
Some joke, huh?
No. In all fairness,
please, at least give me that credit.
You
like,
weren't.
I'm not.
No. You weren't joking.
Like,
you
what-
were genuinely upset, and you said
No,
that.
no.
But you weren't like, last episode, guys.
Dude, Ryan, I guarantee you, if those words came out of my mouth, they were communicated in such a clear, like jokey way. There's no fucking way because you may call me dramatic.
Do you want me to go to the tape?
Go to the tape. I never fucking said
Let's
that.
go to
and
the
meant
tape.
it.
You know how many?
I swear
Justin,
to God,
do you know how many
I
times?
just want to quit.
Do you know how many
I
times?
want to fucking
do you know
quit.
how many times-
This is the last episode of the show officially.
Do you-
Done.
Shut up.
It's done.
Do you know how many times? Do you know?
I don't want to be compared to my sister, even if I'm
I didn't
acting like
even
her.
say
I don't want to
anything.
fucking. I don't want to fucking hear about myself anymore at all. Like
All right,
fucking
I'm ready.
done.
I'm ready to move on. I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm
let's
okay.
move on now that I'm sufficiently fucking pissed. And see, this is my Ryan. I'm just gonna say this really quick. My fear of, and I've always had this fear because this happened with the Rob Schraub episode of retreading a really like
What
shitty
Rob Schraub episode?
Exactly, but retreading like hold on, retreading something that fucking sucked and was like
Yeah.
shitty and sensitive and whatever. You can very easily open that box again and fucking
Whole new can of worms.
No,
Yeah.
I swear to God,
I mean,
like
but when
that's why I said to you on the phone. I don't want to.
when you're
talk
fighting
about
those
it too long.
bosses, they can come back.
Yeah, they can regenerate, and the pain is real.
Oh, later on in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy again. I thought I killed him in level 3.
But now he's stronger.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Now we're all
Hey.
talking about him again.
I guess Punch Out, because remember you fight the guys later and they're
Yeah.
tougher.
And instead of Jackie, I have Abed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no Jackie, but
Oh man, there's so much fun stuff to talk about.
I agree, Justin. We're done.
Let's spend time on
Well,
this.
he was gonna play
We're
a
done.
tape.
I'm fine with putting it to bed. We've got. I will say this: we've got the original audio still, so we still have that.
Ryan was so convinced was going to be just the fucking best episode ever.
No, it was
and
a
then he
bummer.
sat down and listened to it and realized it was just as bad as I tried to tell him it was. This
And
whole
then I
fucking
do
time.
have footage of me going to Jackie's footage, whatever it is, recording audio of me going to Jackie's
Unlistenable.
house. It's okay. There's some pretty. Maybe we'll put it in this.
Boring.
Maybe we'll put it in.
You guys
this
did it like
episode.
you guys did like a spin-off,
little
like
remote.
a Jackie and Ryan show.
Yeah,
How long did
exactly.
you guys record for?
Oh, I went over our house for a nice long visit. We had some lunch.
If I see a book, it's cheap, and even if I already
Russian
have it,
criminal tattoo encyclopedia.
if I really like it, then I'll buy the extra copy so that no one else could have it.
Just because you don't want anyone else to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to read about skinheads?
I want to hang out with Jackie. That sounds fun.
So maybe we'll play some audio of that.
Yeah, you're lucky. She seems like a good time.
Yeah, it was a real blast.
Yeah, so that's a real bore fest.
So anyway, but what I told Justin when I called him on Sunday, I said, you know what? I agree. Let's not dwell too much on it.
Uh-oh.
And what?
What happened?
No, just keep going. Keep going.
Are you? Because I'm getting
No.
sentimental.
No, I think my. Okay, no, we're good.
So I said,
Turn the
Justin,
sentimentality down.
I want to tell you that I appreciate you as a friend. And
It's all bullshit too.
oh, come
I can tell.
on! I've
I'm
got
just
the audio
kidding.
of that too. Hold on, let me play it.
Can I see how much you have?
Justin, I
wanna
appreciate
see.
you as a friend.
Not as much as you,
Can I
Abed.
just see? That's a lot.
All right,
Abed, it's
they're
like
they're
here-
drinking a Four Loko
Can you-
right
can you
now.
spot
You know,
me
which
a little
I wanted
bit?
to
Spot
go
me a little
into-
bit more.
No!
It's good.
I wanted to go into a whole thing about Four Loko, actually.
Okay, well,
I will in a
can
second.
I finish my
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, and then
Thought.
spot me more, governor.
no,
Abed,
Abed,
you're reaching dangerous levels here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know it
Don't-
was so-
Abed, we,
Have
we-
some
we-
humility. You're sitting in Jackie's
I want to.
chair.
I'm trying to have
and
fun.
doing exactly what Jackie always does.
Well, then I'm doing my job, right?
I want to have fun.
We want you to be better than Jackie because the audience is expecting so much from you right now.
Yeah.
They are?
Th-
Oh, okay.
Well, this is possibly an audition in case Jackie
Bail?
decides.
Really?
Well, you never know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
We've got to have a
stop.
contingency plan.
No, you can't get. Come on, it's Jackie's
Okay.
is so awesome.
I
All right,
know.
go for what you were gonna do.
So I called Justin up and I said, Justin, I appreciate you as a friend because I'm going through a tough time right now. In addition to everything else that's going on, the sickness, the crazy job we're working on, all the scheduling conflicts, I also went through a breakup, which happened on the day of the record. That episode recording had a goddamn black cloud hanging over it. I was literally
Yeah, it was a bad
going through
night.
a breakup, like part one, and then I'll call you back after the record. Part two, we just recorded. Boy, it was bad. I wonder why, because my heart has been ripped out. So I've been dealing with all that. So I called Justin and I said, Justin, I got to say, I'm realizing now that,
After hearing that footage, boy,
maybe, yikes, maybe I did cross the line. No. I said, when it comes to relationships with the opposite sex, you can form these really tight bonds really quickly, and then suddenly they can just be taken away from you, pulled out right underneath your feet. But with
I know that
friendships-
feeling.
Yeah, with friendships,
car crashes.
you gotta
Going to jail.
God forbid. I'm talking about
Oh, I see. I see.
I was thinking about jail when he said that.
Okay, all right. Well, I see what he's saying.
talking about a woman saying that my penis size wasn't adequate enough for her.
Oh,
What?
I'm surprised that you're letting.
Are you being real?
surprised that you're admitting that fact?
Obviously, I'm being facetious.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, tally ho.
anyways,
No,
yes.
I'm just kidding about that. Obviously, I'm.
But Ryan called me
I'm
and-
slightly above average.
He-
So I called Justin. I said I appreciate you as a friend, and I realized that I need to appreciate the people in my life that can't just leave me.
Yeah.
That have to stay.
Yeah.
You're talking about friends.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
me.
friends.
Like me too. Yeah, I'll never leave you, buddy.
I know that you're like an abused wife.
Let's not go down that road. Yeah, but I mean, you got to admit, I'm the most loyal abused wife.
Okay, well timed, Justin.
That was for you, Ryan.
well timed.
All right, because nobody wants to hear about this. We're not that. This shit is not what people listen to this show for.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling mushy.
I can't wait to hear the feedback on this one.
All
Worst
right.
episode ever.
Okay, well let's get it on.
And I can
Wait,
already
this
tell you.
really?
Oh fuck yeah! We just recorded the worst 11 minutes of the Grandma's
Okay.
Virginity podcast.
Well, let's get it on, Justin. What are we drinking today?
So Ryan and Abed showed up, and we were about to start recording, and I said, "Hey, how would you guys like to share a Four Loko?" And they both looked at me like,
What?
Come on. Like, it was the Christmas morning, and I said, who wants a pony? And they're like, get out of here.
Dude, and it's green and red.
You don't have a pony.
This is the best gift I could
And
ever.
it turned out I did. I had a fucking Four Loko in my
Ever
refrigerator.
since Four Loco's been banned, it's suddenly,
Now, yeah,
I suddenly love it.
Well, now here's the thing, though, that's going to sort of take the wind out of your sails that I didn't tell you off the air. I saved it for now, for our audience to hear your real reactions.
It's your piss.
No. It's I was at the corner liquor store, and they had it there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Really?
Because the guy there told me, yeah, they came and took them all away. And he said, yeah, no, they brought them back. But with one major difference. What? They took out all the caffeine, all the energy drink. Now it's just flavored malt liquor, 12% alcohol. And I was like, but the bottle looks the same. Yeah, it does.
They took the Loco out of the Four Loko.
That's right.
It's like our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And then we were away for a few weeks, and then we came back with the Jackie ingredient
we came back with
Jackie was the
the
caffeine.
vital ingredient missing.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
At
she's-
least we replaced it with something. I mean, they didn't. Four Loko
Yeah, they didn't
just-
even replace anything. I
No.
mean, we're just drinking air with our Four Loko.
It's ridiculous. But
It feels like it's Four Loko less. You know, it's like
yeah.
the light version.
Four Loko
right.
less.
Yeah.
Well said, Abed. So, do you guys have any topics?
I'm all spent.
We spent our topics earlier, remember? In the kitchen.
Yeah, a lot of topics earlier.
So what do we got there, Justin?
Let me just look
Well,
through my
Ryan is
little
on
topic
OkCupid.
list.
There's that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I mean, what's up with that, dude?
Yo, what's
Do you
up,
want me to
dude?
talk about it?
Do you,
Yeah, do you want to talk? Ryan's jumped in both feet first into the online dating world.
you realize, of course, you're going to get tons of visitors now.
What are you talking about?
Because
Nobody
you're-
knows.
Ladies, hop on and look.
Hop
What's
on
How
your-
are they
what's
gonna
your-
How are they going to find me?
Well, what's your slogan? What's your handle
my
on there?
username?
Yeah.
I'm not telling anybody.
Hunky, but stoner, 420, hot buns.
For Loko less.
I was me and one of our other friends. I'm not going to mention his name because I think he'd be embarrassed. That he's
I know
on
who
the
it
dating
is.
Website. Yeah,
I know who it
we
is.
both signed up for profiles the same day, and we were putting in the most horrible shit you can think of to be code names.
Yeah.
Is this what you were doing last night?
Audience, especially young children, especially my cousin, I would never in a million years have this as my real name, but I thought it'd be hilarious if I could get the username Cunt Smasher. Taken.
Of course.
Taken.
Of course it's taken.
Cunt Smasher.
Yeah.
Can you be like
who's
Cunt
using-
Smasher 007?
You know what's funny? Cut to Cunt Smasher right now. He's fucking
Pouring a glass
alone.
of Chianti.
No, he's
Like a
alone.
woman.
He's fucking shivering.
Can you only use like one name and then you have to like open a whole nother
No,
account?
I like the idea of Cunt
that he's
Smasher.
very, like-
Very sophisticated.
Yeah,
I
sophisticated.
just said this is a beautiful, sophisticated one with a doctorate, like
Like,
sitting
oh,
there.
Cunt Smasher.
Yeah. I have to admit, when I first saw your profile, I was a little turned
Hey,
off.
what's up, baby?
No, he's
like, hello, my name is Cunt Smasher. Yes. Would you like some more, let's see, what's an expensive
Let's
alcohol?
wax poetic.
Yeah. This wine is from 1933.
I got it from a rare
Chablis
Providence in the
Tourcoing.
southern tip of Morocco.
Yes. Please sit down and relax.
Your decor is beautiful, Cunt Smasher.
Oh, thank you so much. That's an actual Picasso.
A lot of people are led
How do you
astray
like
by
the
my
view?
name.
How do you like the view? We're 17 floors above, and the
Caspian Sea.
isn't the air so fresh? Please put your jacket here on this peg.
Actually,
There's a classy touch.
Actually,
Cunt Smasher.
I got to say, Cunt Smasher sounds like a girl would be into that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you do want to smash a
Oh,
vagina.
and when we're done sipping this
you
wine,
don't want to, like, if it's like
Okay.
head smasher.
I'd like to smash your cunt. If that's okay with you.
He leans in. It's like, you know what it is? It's like that classic parable of like the frog who wants to cross, the scorpion crosses the river on the frog's back. And
Oh,
then
like
halfway through
Frogger.
stings the scorpion stings the frog. What the fuck? Well, I'm a scorpion. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Oh, the Aesop's fable. That's a great
Halfway through
one.
The date, the woman's like, I can't believe it. He's so sophisticated. This is the most wonderful man I've ever met in my life. This could be my soulmate. He just whispers in here, I'm gonna Why don't
Would
you
it
say
be okay?
I will smash your vagina.
Wait, I want to hear.
Would it be all right if, after this lovely candlelit dinner, I went ahead and smashed your cunt? Because you know I am the cunt smasher.
Does he pull out a giant?
Jeeves! Get the handcuffs!
Does he pull out a giant like Mario, like Donkey Kong hammer and smash it?
Yeah.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, of course. Why not,
No,
Abed?
it's a euphemism for the way his genitals interacts with her.
Yeah.
Her genitals.
Yeah.
No, I
in
know,
a very
but
aggressive
No, he's
manner.
not pulling out one of those fucking jokey, fucking squeaky hammers.
He's not like the Christopher Lloyd from Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
that's what I imagined.
No, he's the cunt smasher.
Well, all right.
Hold on. I think we have a guest.
I think I know what
Our
this
first guest of the show. Okay, hold on. Hello.
Why, hello. It's me, the cunt smasher. Ryan, would you do me such a favor as to just take my hand as I sit in this chair?
Okay.
I
Here you
brought
go.
a bottle of wine for the three of us to share.
Oh, lovely.
Wait, 3 of us?
That's right. And when we're done drinking the wine,
Are you roping me into this?
we can
cunt
go for
smasher?
a walk and
The
talk
moon
about
is full
life.
tonight. Yes.
Yes, it's a beautiful night out.
Yeah.
So am I here just to carry the picnic basket?
Uncharacteristically warm for a winter eve.
Yes, it is lovely.
And when we get back, we'll sit before the fire.
Uh-huh. Ooh, it's a chilly night. That would be so nice
A
to
thought
snuggle
comes to mind.
We'll rub against each other's bodies
up. Uh-huh. Ooh.
as we stare deeply into each other's eyes.
Yes.
And then I will smash your cunts. All right, I must be off.
I had a fucking question for him.
Oh, he's gone already.
Gone.
I know, but
you
I-
should have spoke up.
I
Abed.
tried, but Ryan gave
Why
me
didn't
the...
you jump
Well,
in?
He gave me the
Because I
signal.
could tell there's a
I'm
moment
kidding.
happening.
Of course he was.
There was a moment
Of course
happening.
he tried 50
No,
times.
look, listen, you guys, I mean, come on. I'm new to this. I don't know
All right,
the...
Watch my finger carefully. I'm
Yeah.
going to play you like I'm a conductor.
Follow
in
the
an
bouncing
orchestra.
finger.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
yeah.
not just going to... Don't think of it
What
as
instrument am I playing?
your brain.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I need an instrument if you're a conductor.
All right, okay, this is retarded.
You're playing Abed's brain.
Let's move on.
Okay,
No,
and I'm
instrument.
So Ryan,
Abed!
So Ryan has been. Don't even. It's impossible, Ryan.
I watched the Christmas episode with, it was me, Donald Glover, Joel McHale, and Jillian
Well, you
Jacob.
went to a crew
Yeah,
party or
yeah, which I
something.
kind of felt out of place.
Well, it was your first time, set it up right, it was your first time meeting a lot of the cast and crew. If I'm not
oh, yeah, and I
mistaken.
met Shirley also.
So you met
Yeah.
all the cast and crew of Community.
Yeah, and man, they are so nice. Donald was great.
How do they treat you? How were you treated by the cast and
They
crew?
were just all like, "Whoa, hey," and they were kind of like, "What's it like?" You know?
And then they were like, "What?"
and they were like, "What? Eh, whoa, whoa, hey!"
No, but seriously,
No, well, you know, Joel was really tired. He had to go right back to set.
Uh-huh.
Like after we watched the thing, he just looked really out of it. So I had a couple laughs with him, but I mean, they were very sweet. Like the writers too were very nice. So I had
he
a good
was
time.
like,
"Let's move on."
"No. I please, I'm actually curious. So did you have any bonding moments with any of the cast?
Well, yeah, me and Donald, because I listened to his rap album and I was complimenting on it, saying it was really good and like, thank you. You know, he put it up for free. You know, and he's just like a nice guy. He's very down to earth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard
he's-
nothing but good things about him.
The
Yeah,
whole
and
cast
he's
seems
actually.
to-
Oh, I did tell him that he was my favorite character, and then Joel was like, "What? Wait, what? Him? What about me?" Or actually,
That
Abed.
old routine.
And then I was like, I had to explain to him that every episode I have like it's like a race of the characters to get to my favorite. Because you know I'm the prize of like if you're my favorite character, you're doing a great job. So Donald's in the lead, and
Let me guess.
excited.
Like halfway through that explanation, he's like, "No, it's fine. I was just
No, they were
kidding.
really like they hung on to my every word. It was really, really kind of surreal. You know, they were really excited to meet me. And Jillian I've met before, but she was super like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" You know, and like they were all just like really cool.
That
Like,
is cool.
it was fun. I had a great time. They're lovely people.
They are. They're all really cool people.
And they better be.
And that's cool that
Because we're friends of the big cheese. Not that he would do anything if they were to us. But
you're fired. It'll be like Three's Company when Susan What? Susan? Sally? What's her name? You know, the blonde. Anyways, whatever.
Chrissy.
Suzanne Summers is what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I want I'm curious about. I don't know. This is nothing, Justin. Tell me this is nothing. I almost want to hear your take on the Abed character and Community. What you see, maybe an impression of him, like what you see that character as. What is your take on it? Anything there, Justin?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear.
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
What's your opinion on that character?
I think it's really great. It's like a really Dan kind of fine-tuned.
Well,
what
I have a more specific angle. What would you say are the similarities, and then what would you say are the departures between you and that character, in your opinion? Let's start with, how are you guys different? How is that character different than you?
Well,
in your opinion,
I think he exhibits like a very sort of no emotion aspect of me. Like he just kind of
different. We said different.
That's what's different. I'm answering the question, dude. Well, okay. You know what I mean? Like you look at the character in the show, and it's almost like he's like Teflon to everything. Like there's all this stuff happening, and
he's somewhat robotic.
He's robotic. He's not aware quite.
But lovably so.
Yeah. Lovably so. Yeah, he's like a lovable toy robot. But and I think I'm different, where I'm just like all the way emotional.
Yeah.
I'm either mad or I'm sad or I'm happy.
That's a legitimate observation. I was expecting something. Any others?
And that I think I'm just like more socially, like I think I'm socially like good. Like I'm really good with people, and he seems to be like the opposite. Like he's doesn't fit into the things socially. Do you know what I mean? And like doesn't understand his place. And I think if I've done anything right in my life, it's having an impression on people. People have said like, "Wow, everyone loves you. Everyone loves you." I've managed to like.
Everyone loves that character.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like he is just like. It's by accident. It's like he kind of accidentally.
Is it? That's quite an insult to the creator and the writers.
No. I mean, he's lovable because he's so odd and he's so fits into every situation that he's put in.
Unlike you,
I'm not that odd, man. You guys know me pretty well. It's like I'm a pretty cool guy and I'm pretty smart. I'm not like a social retard.
I will say, when I very first met Abed, and I've known him the longest, even before Savan. I've known you before you knew Savan.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I first met Abed, I didn't get any weird vibes from him.
Really?
Yeah, no. I
remember the first time I got the weird vibe from him.
Was it the first time you met him?
It was the Buckles.
No. Well, there's that story. But I remember it was over IM. We were talking about IM.
Can we please post the Fuckles on the Facebook page? And can you tell the story? Because
let me tell you a real quick story. So,
okay.
Well, this is a tricky line I'm about to cross, especially when it comes to your relationship, your two relationships.
Why is it tricky? Well, go into it.
That's fine. Go for it.
It's gonna open up some issues. I think.
No, it's fine.
Okay. No, that's what we want.
So this show's about.
Okay, issues,
right? Isn't it, Ryan? Isn't that what you want? You want to fucking create issues for our listeners?
So when I first moved to Los Angeles, Abed, you were the first person in the Channel 101 community to like come up to me and be friendly to me. I remember.
Yeah.
And so you were like my first friend. Mm-hmm. And to this day, you're one of my closest friends. So I remember I didn't know that you were weird, that you were an oddball. And I say this because you are, in a good way.
Yeah.
There's a reason they made a TV character out of you.
Yeah.
All right, I can't complain.
Highest form of complimentation.
So, but I didn't know that. And then I remember there was an IM conversation where I was like, you said something, and I was just like, what the okay, buddy. I
think I remember
this.
Weird.
What did he say?
It's like in a movie, like in a movie when, this sounds worse than it is, but the point is in a movie when
single white female?
Yes!
What?
Yes, where you first,
when
the
she
first
comes home with the same hair?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Come home with the first hair moment. Yeah.
So, what did he say?
Can you do not remember.
Any sort of
it was just
make something up, bad pitch being, he said... this is in the ballpark of what it was.
I bet.
I think lizards would be a good breakfast food. Why don't we have more of those on the menu? And I'm like, dude, I just asked you, what are you doing Tuesday? I was going to go see Indiana Jones at the New Beverly. You know what I mean? Something like that.
I'm going to be busy watching The Honeymooners.
Bad pitch. So anyway, so I was like, okay, what the fuck? So then I remember Abed asked me to act in a Channel 101 pilot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, because you got to remember, let's put this in historical context. It was early 2005, and House of Cosby's debuted in January of 2005 at Channel 101, the biggest hit of all time.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just kidding.
I remember sitting in that CineSpace as my pilot tanked.
For House of Cosby's one?
No, for my pilot that month, Jack Everlasting.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
tanked.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, then all of a sudden, House of Cosby. Couldn't have been more opposite reactions. I mean, that place just exploded.
Yeah, people did not like your show.
Yeah, and then everybody loved House of Cosby. So you know, and it was the buzz of the town. So when one of the credited co-creators asked me if I'll be in his pilot, I thought, oh, Marone, I have arrived. What kind of
Little did he know.
Yeah, so what did I do to deserve this? So I show up and to the set
Oh my God.
for something called the Fuckles. And I don't know if I read the script or what. I just remember kind of going, it was like halfway through I go, this guy does not seem to know what the fuck he is doing, but I'm just assuming he's a crazy genius. Like, it was really that thing. I was like, I thought while we were shooting that, you know, I'm just like, I'm trusting. I have faith. This is House of Cosby's guy. I'm gonna like watch on the screen and be like, oh, and come at you and go, Abed, mwah. I have to admit, sir, that while we were shooting this, I thought for sure you were an idiot. But what I'm seeing here is true genius.
It's going to turn you around.
And sure enough, when I saw the final product,
He was an idiot.
Ah, well. It's Rob's favorite show.
Well, let me just say, it's one of my favorite shows too, but I think I'm appreciating it in the same way I appreciate The Room and like Troll 2. I mean, it's but it is a beautiful piece of work. And I just want to let our listeners know you can find it on
we'll
the
post it
Facebook
on the
page.
Facebook
Yeah,
page.
www.pigsarepeople.com is the easiest way to get there if you're retarded. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting little nugget.
I'm very sorry, guys. Like, honestly, like, I'm trying, but I'm just getting comfortable. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to get into the groove.
So tell us what you think you could be doing better.
yeah.
This
This is an interim report.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I probably
This is
shouldn't
a,
interrupt you guys
employee
as much.
evaluation.
Yeah. So what do you think you're doing wrong, and what do you think you're doing right?
Well, okay. What I'm doing right is going with the flow. Because I know being a fan of the show, that's what makes it work, is when you guys go with the flow and you just follow your heart's desire.
And what are you doing wrong?
What I'm doing wrong is I'm probably jumping in at the wrong points.
Oh, wow. Very observational.
Well, that's because you guys are totally...
So now, what are you going to do to change that, to rectify that problem?
Right, shut my big yap.
Oh, all right.
How are you going to strike the balance between going with the flow
and shutting your big yap?
Maybe do a little column A, a little column B.
Huh.
You know, like give and take kind of thing.
Yeah?
Right. Yeah. That's what I feel.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
Or am I just being really weird?
You're being silly.
No,
just
I think
like
you're right.
a little Billy.
I think you got a good handle on this.
Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, dude. You got to understand something.
A little more of whatever the one A is.
No.
Oh.
I'm giving you what you want. I'm giving you the truth.
Uh-huh.
The truth will set you free, as they say.
What do you mean?
Okay, it's like a Kid Icarus game, and I just got to a certain...
No.
Okay, because we've recorded a lot of material in the last few weeks, we have a special little interview that we recorded on Thanksgiving Day, almost a month ago now.
Yeah.
And we got to sit down with a special
It was
pair
with
of
my
people.
parents, okay? It was an interview with my parents, my mother and my father. Take a listen.
Hold on.
Oh.
And you know, so we got to sit down with Justin's parents while they were in town visiting for Thanksgiving, and you'll hear Jackie's there, so it's a little bit of
Jackie's there.
a little bit of a little taste of the old show back.
The old show, a little taste.
The old show that's not gone.
It's not gone. Just
so
little break.
So we got to learn a lot about Justin, his origins. It's like X-Men Origins, Wolverine. It's Grandma's Virginity Origins, Justin
right.
Roiland.
That's right, baby.
So why don't we listen up and
So why
find
don't you
out
curl
how-
up in front of the fireplace, grab a bottle of champagne,
And just chill out, dude.
put on a
Montavani record.
put on something
Montavani.
sexy,
and prepare to get your
and touch yourself
smashed.
as you listen to this. Here we go. All right, everybody. Special
okay.
treat here for you on the Grandma's Virginity podcast. An interview with my parents,
Yay.
Becky Royland and Mark Royland.
Hey!
We're gonna get to the bottom of some stuff.
I knew
It's
this.
Thanksgiving morning.
Justin's in his pajamas.
It's 0 degrees in this garage, and we brought it all together to make this happen for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, go ahead. You wanna start? Or Jackie? Who wants to? Get
I got a
into it?
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how did you guys do? You had 30
great.
years.
No, he's
He's good. He's good.
We knew from day one he was good. Seriously, he just
Yeah.
was like this.
He was an energetic child.
No, but it's kind of you know what it was with him. Like he had this unbelievable drive to get what he wanted from the time he was a little baby. When he was 10 days old. We said, because he was like so, like kind of demanding, and we said we're gonna let him cry it out one time, because here we were just these kind of dumb parents. But anyway, so we said we're gonna let him cry it out. So we had him in his little bassinet, and I put him in there on his stomach, because he'd been just getting everything taken care of, but he was like still, I want to be held, I want, So I put him on his stomach, and he cried and cried and cried. He cried so hard. Well, he did this twice. One time he cried so hard that he sweated so bad that we were like, oh my God, he's going to get sick. Oh, we better rescue him. So that.
How about that?
And then another time, I don't even know if that was a 10.
I still do that, actually.
I know.
I was gonna say.
But the 10 day,
Finally your baby.
I don't know that was the 10-day one, but the 10-day, because I remember this exactly. We tried to let him cry it out on his stomach, and he literally flipped himself over on his back. And 10-day-old babies don't do that.
Yeah, I was
But he was
extraordinary.
determined.
It was just like, oh my God, I give up, and that's been the tone of his life after that.
And remember how he trained me to rock him to
and
sleep?
that's right.
Well,
yeah.
here's the thing. I do give up, but only on things like school,
Right.
studying,
You don't want it. That's why.
important, that kind of stuff.
No, it's what you
You
want.
want.
Yeah,
you
what
want
you
it,
want.
you get it.
Tell how he trained you to.
Oh, yeah,
rock
yeah.
him.
He wouldn't go to sleep until I rocked him. So I thought, this is okay. So I rocked him and rocked him and rocked him. And then he would go to sleep. Well, it got to a point where I had to rock him all the time. And I thought, wait a minute. This wasn't supposed to work this way.
Wasn't there a certain point you said, "All right, we're not gonna let this kid flip over on his side," or
No, that's the weird thing.
15?
No, he
20?
still was running our household from the day till the day he left. Swear to God.
We gotta put
I
our
knew
footsteps-
it.
Well, can't you tell, Ryan? I
Would
mean,
you
look
say
at-
Justin was spoiled?
See, to me, it didn't feel spoiled.
No.
It's just that
No, he just was in control.
he was in control of everything.
Well, I didn't always get what I wanted.
No,
Did he
No,
ever? Did he
no.
get
It wasn't
punished?
I wasn't like a little what's that Cecilia, the little fashion designer, or Jessie Slaughter. I wasn't like
Veruca
that.
Salt.
Yeah, it wasn't this fucking vapid lived in a bubble. I get whatever I want. I want this.
Actually, he was
So
very
thank you.
generous because remember,
and also very timid and
Hey, Justin.
kind and polite.
Oh,
Come on, I was
and,
polite.
and modest.
But remember the time that you found the treasure?
Oh yeah, tell the story.
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened?
this was good. We got an almond orchard, see. So we were walking around, Justin and I were walking around the orchard one day, and there was a burn pile. And
How old was I? What was I?
You were about 4.
Okay.
Yeah, you were really young, 4 or
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
And I had done was I had planted this little old Coca-Cola can. It was like a tin with Coca-Cola pictures. It looked like from the 20s.
Yeah.
And I put like 23 $1 bills in it, and I buried it by this tree.
I think you put 50 $1 bills.
I don't know what it was.
Well,
It was a
whatever,
lot
yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
It was big money back then. This was in the
Yeah. This
80s.
was back before
For a
inflation.
It's like 84.
Yeah.
big
So-
money for a 4-year-old.
Back when
Yeah,
candy was 50
Back when,
cents.
when pennies were big.
All right.
So anyhow, we're going around the burn pile, and I said, Justin, look, there's a little piece of paper there with some burn on the edge. Get it before it burns up. So he runs over and grabs it, and it had treasure map on it. And it had these little trees and it had an X where the treasure was. So we had to walk off and find the tree, and then we started digging down, and he dug down, he found the box, and he was all excited because he'd found this treasure and opened up. The money just kind of popped out because it was a bunch of ones. Then we got back to the house. What did he do? He wanted to share with us and give us some money.
Justin.
That's right, motherfucker.
It's all changed.
What happened to that
I
little
know.
boy?
I was just gonna say what happened.
Well, they say that a human being changes every 7 years, and there's been several transitional morphs.
What's
now
the worst
I'm
thing?
selfish.
What's the worst
No.
thing that Justin ever did at the house? Like where he got severely punished?
Can I?
Well, we
what?
heard the story last week. Can we talk about that?
Oh, what, the
Weed?
getting caught smoking
That's
weed?
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
but
go ahead.
okay,
I mean, well, not to retread, but really quick.
What do you mean
tell it?
retread?
Yeah.
From your mother's point of view.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
go ahead.
so
Let's
I'm
hear it.
walking. Justin was about 15, I guess, and I'm walking down the hall, and I could smell it in his room. And I open the door, and he's like sitting there, like busted, and I'm like, and then me, because I guess I kind of treat my kids more like an adult, like I just kind of went in, and I was like, oh my God, Justin. I can't believe you're doing this. And then he just started crying. He goes, I'm so sorry. I wanted to quit. And I am going to quit.
Oh God!
But it wasn't even like it wasn't even like I did it that much,
Yeah.
like honest to God, like
But it was kind of,
when would I have?
and then it was kind of like, well done. I mean, it wasn't like you don't punish him because he was already punishing himself.
Because he duped you.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they asked me. Ryan said, like, was it like
he manipulating? Yeah.
performance time? No, it was real. I was fucking freaked out.
So you felt sorry for him.
So
well,
that's
I knew he felt bad enough that I didn't need to punish him.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question. Mrs. Rowland, you listen to the show every
Yes.
episode? Because I don't let my mother listen.
My parents don't know
and
it
it's
exists.
not that she, like my mom, I just, like sometimes I'm just going, some of the stuff that we talk about, some of the characters we do.
Yeah.
Is there anything you ever heard that shocked you or disturbed you from your son's mouth?
No, it didn't shock me, but of course I'm
Any
like
surprises?
I call him though and say, Justin, you should, tone this down and blah blah blah. Certain little things, that I
Our
think
producer.
Yeah, certain little things, I say, but of course he don't listen to me. So,
Oh, well.
but no, maybe he does a little because they've gotten a little better. I think they're
Yeah.
not quite as gross.
He started out
Except
the gate crazy
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
But that's just my instincts. You
Yeah.
know? Then I had to. Now it's me
So
fighting.
wait, were you guys like around the house? Like, were you allowed to like cuss, or were you guys like?
Oh,
I mean,
no,
like,
we never
what-
swore.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, the kids.
Who are you talking about?
The kids.
Just like the kids. Like, was Justin like that at home? Like,
He started cussing more when he moved to L.A.
No bullshit. I was.
Yeah,
I
you
had-
did. It was weird. It's almost like you became the F king when you came to LA.
Yeah, you were trying to top
but,
Stern.
But it wasn't. But on the other hand, I'm not saying that he was any
Well,
kind
I
of virgin
recall
mouth.
being in like first grade and just swearing up a storm. Maybe
Well,
not
you
around
probably
guys.
did. You probably did. Because so
And I do
yeah,
recall
because-
having friends over and going like, "Check this out."
Yeah.
Fuck in front of you guys, and then you guys wouldn't do anything, and they're like, "Wow,
Well, that's
Oh.
true.
Amazing."
Actually, that's really
Yeah,
true.
we should have nipped it right there.
Because I looked like this,
The lines
okay?
are nipped.
I wasn't into that, but their dad here has got a horrible foul mouth. And so
mouth.
I just
Kind
said,
of a
hey,
potty
look,
mouth,
yeah, you want to talk like that? Look how your kids are talking now.
We have to talk about what everybody wants to know.
Okay, what?
You know,
what?
Well, you bring it up.
What?
the monster face.
Oh God!
ahead.
I was gonna bring that up, but I thought it might be too disgusting,
go ahead.
and
Oh,
too
no. Are you
embarrassing.
kidding me?
I know, but it's, parents
So,
are
do
sitting
you-
here now.
Everybody wants to know.
Is this already on the old one? Because we might not know about this.
Well,
It's
do
on
you-
episode
did
10
you hear
with
the-
Rich Fulcher.
where Justin is a little boy and he's experimenting in his room.
12 years old in Florida.
I probably let that kind of just go, like, I
Well,
do
this
vaguely
wasn't
recall.
you.
But the
This was
question
Dad.
is for
Really?
Yeah.
okay.
Whoa! You popped the mic there. Okay.
Oh, sorry about
Justin
No,
told a
Mom.
story. I was given I was sent an email by a mutual
remember
friend,
now. I
yeah,
remember
by a deep throat source who said, "Ask Justin about the monster face story." And apparently, when he was about 12 years old,
12 years old in Florida.
he was going through some changes. His body was changing. He's becoming a man. And
Look, long story
he had-
short, I was in my bedroom masturbating with a toy skull. And The next thing I know, there's a knock on my door, and it's you, Dad.
Uh-huh.
And you and I get dressed, and then you come over and go, "Hey, go walk around the side of the house."
But you know what? I didn't see anything because I would have remembered that. Apparently, I may have walked around the house and saw that I could look in the window, but I had no idea what you were doing.
I don't know because I mean, here's the truth. If
I had known that, I would have come down on you with the skull.
Well, no,
I wouldn't have said anything.
No, but here's the thing. From my perspective, I wasn't sure if you had seen anything or not. All I know is this is what happened. You said, "Go walk around the house."
Yeah.
And so I walk around the house. And I get to my window, and then you were sitting there with a sock, sort of, but not miming masturbation, but you were holding a sock between your legs, sort of.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that
I swear
at
to
all.
God. I swear on my life.
Are you sure you didn't dream this?
No, this is true. I swear to God.
It's burned into his memory.
Then I remember going, "Oh my God."
I can't.
And then
even
you said,
remember
"Always
that
the
at all.
blinds. Always turn the blinds so they're facing."
I think he dreamed all
You know
that.
what?
I swear
it's
to
too
God.
good to be true.
What's
I did
funny
not
is
make it up.
I brought that up after that podcast to Dad, and he said the same thing. I don't remember that at all.
I swear to God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you didn't see anything.
I don't think
know. Maybe I
no,
lucked
I
out.
know I didn't. I know
Well,
I did.
it's good to know that. I mean, it's not as great of a moment on the show to hear this, but
yeah.
It's like Al Capone's vault. It was empty.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Justin, why don't you tell them about the time the sheriff brought you home, you and
we-
your buddy? Or did you cover that already?
No.
I wonder if I ever talked about that.
Yeah,
I think,
but I
Is
don't
that
think
the dog poop one?
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, fine.
no.
My mom's saying no. Don't talk about
Our
that.
producer
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
well,
Just
you're
in
right.
case it
Off
gets into
mic.
the wrong hands.
It was no
Yeah.
big deal.
Incriminating
anyhow.
evidence. There is a statute
The
of
backstory.
limitations, I'm sure,
The
that
backstory is the bad. But
I might have already told the story on the podcast.
Okay,
I feel
well,
like.
just-
Well, what
Don't-
about you not wanting to go to school for 3 months?
Oh,
That was in Florida, right?
no, it was my senior year, and my girlfriend of a year and a half cheated on me and left me for my close friend, and then
that's
I was
right.
just like, out. I'm done. I'm not going to school. I'm out. I had 2 classes with this friend, quote unquote, who actually is
Good
my
friend
friend
now.
now.
Now is
like,
your friend.
yeah,
It's an episode art.
now that the
You just don't turn your back
the
on
rivers
them.
of
No.
time separate that moment.
Oh, maybe that'll happen in this more recent situation.
Oh yeah, the more recent one that happened somewhat
But
similarly.
the point
I
is
don't know.
that do you remember when he wouldn't refuse to go to school?
Oh, are you
for like,
kidding? That was like huge drama in our house.
It's a terrible
Basically, here's Justin, when this whole thing happened, honestly, lying in the closet in our bedroom, wailing like
Like the world
Like the-
somebody,
died.
his
like in
best
that
friend
crib.
died, wailing. I mean, he was just so traumatized to the point where. And then he didn't want to go to school. I said, how can we fix this? And I'm like, so I took him to see like a counselor, and thank God I was like ready. Okay, roll over and let the kid do whatever. I was ready to let him not go to school, and Mark had the sense to say, no, let's see if he can switch schools. Because
it was going to be homeschool. I was just like, fuck it,
and
I'm
I
done.
was going to say, okay, do it. Because again, our kids have ran their own lives.
Yeah.
We've just been
And listen,
there.
I wasn't like looking
We were just
forward to the
around.
idea of being homeschooled. I
I
wasn't
mean,
like,
we-
yeah, I'm going to be homeschooled.
Right.
It was fucking
I win!
shit.
Yeah.
No, it sucked. I wasn't. That fucking would have sucked ass, and I knew that. But it was like in my mind the only option. It was
Yeah.
like, what else am I going to do? I can't fucking.
And then Dad.
But actually, it worked out good.
Well,
that
worked
you
no,
out
went
it was
to
great.
incredible.
Nancy
It was the best fucking thing that
It
ever
was,
happened.
and that's when you did all
Yeah.
the comic books and everything for
Well,
that.
I was
you were
doing them
doing it
before, but then when I switched to this
Right.
other high school,
Right.
it was like going from. I mean, forgive me, Ryan, but it was like going from a concentration camp to going to like a fucking Days of Confused movie. It was like going
Resort.
from this. Yeah, it was like going from the shittiest high school, uneventful, horrible garbage cliques and just shit. And just nobody is cool to going to a high school where like you walked into a set of a movie. It was fucking insane. It was like everyone was friends with everybody.
And then what would happen here again, us, and in hindsight, I'm just like, oh my God, thank God nothing ever happened. But he used to have these parties in our blockhouse, and everybody from Manteca High would come back there. It'd just be like cars up and down, like a huge party in the blockhouse, be like this. It's about this size.
Yeah.
And then they would just be everywhere, and they're out there partying and drinking and just having a good old time, and we're just in the house,
cowering in fear.
and we just
Please,
it was kind of like, oh, Justin wants to do this, so let's be okay.
You know what, though?
He's pretty sensible.
You know what, though? No.
I thought it was out or the blockhouse,
Yeah,
and
no,
not inside.
But I always had a sense of like, even I was a little like, oh fuck.
It is crazy when I look back on how we.
It was a fun. That senior year was the best.
Man,
if I had stayed at Sierra High, I would have had the most dreary, shit senior year. The other fucking amazing thing was all the Sierra High seniors had to do this fucking enormous senior project, like this massive, like just horrifyingly like. Work
complex,
just all this work. Like you had to write a 25-page paper and then a presentation that you had to do in front of a board of like stodgy
homework,
ass fucks.
Schoolwork.
No, on top of all of your homework for all of your classes. This was in addition to like. And then I go to Manteca High, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't senior project. No, fuck that. We don't do that." What? Really? So all I have to do is just go to like all regular high school classes and do my regular homework, and not worry about this fucking soul-sucking, life-consuming thing? Yeah, no, just and then not to mention that half the teachers were. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but like they were fucking clueless, and so everyone at Manteca High, we'd have a math test or a Spanish test. And like, let's say in Spanish class, like one of the native-speaking like Mexican guys would finish his Spanish test and then just hand it over to another kid, and then they would like copy it all over, and then those 2 pages would go out, and the next thing the whole fucking class would, and I would be in the back just waiting, like talking to somebody. Oh, here, okay, let me copy this down. Turn it in. Everyone gets like an A. Ridiculous.
This life, Ryan.
I
mean,
know.
does this life seem so bizarre and weird to you?
No.
It's
Jackie,
crazy.
Believe
though.
me.
Your
I went
upbringing and your parents and like everything's so fun. It's like a movie. I am not used to.
I always thought Justin's life should have been a movie because it just goes on from here.
I didn't realize who you are, Justin. You're like Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah.
Well,
this magical scamp who
thing.
runs wild.
That's true.
Except your parents actually lived there. Pippi Longstocking didn't have any parents.
Yeah.
Like, what would
What would
your parents have done if you were like, I'm not going to school?
Oh my god.
Well, come on, really.
I mean, look, my parents were
It
like
wasn't,
trauma.
you guys. It wasn't like I was like came home one day and I said,
No,
you know
no.
what?
No.
I'm not going to school anymore.
No, he
it
was.
wasn't. I mean, I was fucking.
He was
devastated.
Yeah.
He was messed
I mean,
up.
I used to get my
and
ass kicked.
whether I should have been over that or not is that's not the point. I just was. I was fucking crippled.
Well, here's the question:
Yeah.
What would your dad have done if you said, "I don't want to go to school because"?
But like,
no, he didn't say it
hold
like
on.
that.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
I came home and I
was crying and wailing.
No, I've said this 100
wouldn't get
times
out
on
of
the
his
show.
bed.
I was like, the best they could have done is
but did it
physically
ever-
picked me up limp and.
But did it ever
dropped me
seem
off
that
at-
he was overly dramatic?
No, that was him. That
Overly
was
But-
for
yeah,
real.
but-
That was
I
for
wasn't
real.
Jackie. I
horrible
wasn't
thing.
putting on a show.
I know,
it's
I
not
know,
me.
I know.
Like I don't.
I know.
But
what would
Justin-
be my motive for that? To just get out of school? Like that's
but
crazy.
Justin, you are a bit of a drama queen. Is
Well,
what
no,
I've
you
realized.
can say that. Well, sometimes,
Yeah.
but
sometimes.
Yeah.
but when it's real shit, like I'm not doing an act, I'm not performing. I'm like seriously.
Because I'm sitting there and he'll suck me in sometimes when he gets all freaked out about something, and oh my god, oh no, wait a minute, I'm being conned again by Justin.
Well, you gotta worry, or else.
But he's working a long con with you guys.
So what happened is then he went on to. We were trying to get him to go to college because Mark said he needs to be a teacher. We used to get in these fights, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's right.
he's not going to be a teacher.
We talked about
He
that.
needs to go to college and be a teacher. And I'm like, whatever,
Well, the thing is, both of you guys were a little worried because I had these pie in the sky, head in the clouds goals that
About what? What were
what
they?
I'm doing now, actually doing. But at the time, it was like even I. Well, I mean, I don't know. I always felt like I had this weird sense that I could do it, but it wasn't.
There was
that's
no
fucking
clear path.
stupid. That's
there was
crazy.
no clear path.
Like if my kid told me, I'm gonna go be a writer in TV and I'm gonna do fucking
cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons and do voices. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here and go finish college.
I'm going to
and
write a cartoon for the Black Eyed Peas.
Although I will say that I do think college is bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced. It's
it's getting out of
But
hand.
we tried. So we tried to get Justin, and we'd get him enrolled, and he'd like start out with like 12 units, and he'd end up finishing like 6. You have a few units, and then he started at one college, and then he switched over to another one,
The party college.
junior colleges. Yeah, and that's where he met like
Savan,
and Abed,
Ben.
and those guys. And then it was like the parties began again.
But it was a different kind. It was like we were making shit all the time.
Yeah, always making stuff.
We were writing videos, shooting videos, editing videos constantly.
Well, here's a question for you guys.
Is that
Did
gonna
Justin,
happen?
when Justin was a little kid growing up, or through college years, did you find him funny and entertaining? Did you go? He is kind of.
Well,
funny
my mom would
character.
read my comics and go, "This
both
is
just
horrible."
Yeah.
It's because it was all violent and cussing and like
pooping
and just really like.
Let the record say there wasn't an instant answer to that. They had to both think about it.
No, I always thought his comics and stuff were disgusting. But I don't know. I always kind of felt like there was something with Justin.
It was very creative. That was the thing.
but something, But I was worried because I'm a nurse, and I would go to people's homes, and I would see their 40-year-old sons living with the old parents. And one day I came home to Justin, and Justin's bedroom was like a small bedroom right across from our bedroom, and I said, Justin, are you going to just stay in this room your whole life? And he looks at me dead ass serious. That's all I know, Mom. And I was just like,
wait, how old was
oh
I?
my God. You were like about 21.
Still living at home.
You know what? Honestly, if it wasn't for my friend Jamie Daly, and sort of getting me my first sort of like job in LA, like I called her one day and said, hey, I want to come visit you in LA because she's my friend in LA and whatever. And I'd come a couple times and I'm like, me, Abed, and Savan are going to come. Are you around this weekend? We want to come visit LA. And she's like, look, if you come by yourself, I can get you a job, a day job as a PA on this show. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm there. Yeah. And because I was like, anything. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is the fucking. I'll lick someone's boot all day to get my foot in the door of the TV industry. Right. So I go down there and I work a day, and then I parlayed that into a producing career.
But the thing about Justin that's funny is when he moved down for that PA job with that Jamie got him on that show, I had a dream that like within a month he was in charge. And it's kind of and that's been the direction because
all right, enough about me.
Wait, who's your favorite child? Justin or Amy?
Okay. No, they're completely different because, well, this is another weird story.
This is Sophie's choice. Come on.
You want to hear this weird story?
You're in a rowboat. And
Justin's great, and he's got all his great things, but, Justin also, I had a breast cancer and had to have surgery, and I forced Justin to come up, and doesn't deal with stuff well. So Justin, the night before my surgery, gets shit-faced drunk, so drunk that it's just like trying to deal with this bullshit of him being just drunk off his ass the night before I'm going to go to surgery. And, and I mean, he's, whereas Amy is like, the good kid, she's there, she's, handling it all, she sits by me, and takes care of me.
I remember that night though, I got really drunk, and then you took your like pain meds or sleeping meds or whatever the hell it was.
I had to, yeah.
And it was like you were drunk, drunker than I was almost. And you said you don't remember this, but I was like, I had a bunch of friends over, and I just started fucking bawling in front of everyone, and then I like took you back because you were like starting to, you were like acting drunk from the medicine, so I took you back to go to sleep in your bed, and you don't remember any of that. The next day, you're like, I don't remember you crying or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, and I totally
probably a little
and
bit
it's
of
funny
amnesia
too because
with that medicine.
It's funny too because when I went back out into the front room, everyone was gone. They all like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
I think everyone
Buzzkill,
was,
man.
Yeah, everyone was.
Jeez,
really.
Boy, he was really crying.
Things are getting surreal.
What a pussy.
But our kids are both great kids. They're just different. They both are different.
Don't you have any questions for your parents?
Fuck. Let's see here. Come
on, Justin.
I don't know.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is there any questions I should ask you?
No, everything's pretty open and been pretty open in our family.
Yeah.
How many years have you guys been married?
We got married in 77.
77. So
What is that?
33 years.
Yeah, 33. It'll be 34 next March.
I'm
March
30.
15th. It'll be 34.
I was going to say everything is pretty open in the family because, Justin in the living room there on his two computers. has these screensavers
terrible
with images that are
pornographic
the most
images.
the most horrible pornographic
I've got
images.
them saved ironically.
And
I mean,
ironically.
No,
And so
I swear to
whenever
God.
I come over, I go, Justin, are you ever like gonna like? What if like I always thought like your girlfriend's parents or something like somebody comes over, and then I didn't even think about it. I'm sitting with you guys on the couch, and all of a sudden I just see behind your head like a hermaphrodite. I mean, I don't even want to describe the images because Justin's worried about getting in trouble. The
I
most
didn't see
horrible
that.
I'm
thing.
not worried about
and I'm
getting
just
in
like, and
trouble.
Justin doesn't even bat an eye. Just like I'm just like his mother.
Well,
you know,
here's
he's
the
like, and
thing.
then he's like, look. It turns around. His mom sees something. And if I knew my mom ever saw what you made your mom see.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
I had to complain
now, hold on.
bitterly to get it turned off.
I think it's a testament to the fact that I think it would be creepier if I was like, oh fuck, I gotta hide these creepy pictures so nobody sees them. Then it would be really weird because
How about just don't have the creepy pictures?
Yeah.
well, because it's funny. They're funny.
They're funny.
They're great.
It's like
what better?
it's a woman
screensaver?
lying there with two arms of both orifices.
I know, but that's funny.
Mother is sitting there.
It's hilarious. It's funny because of how horrible it is.
It kind
horrible
of was
thing.
almost
It's a
just like
horrible thing.
the same thing with his comics, back
Yeah.
when he was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
and
My
they
comics
just so
were that.
disgusting.
My comics were drawings
and I'm
of what
just
you
like,
just
Justin,
described.
I'm thinking in my mind, this kid, I don't know.
Well, you know what's funny about that?
I'm never gonna get anywhere with this type of material.
My God. This is kind of a
And here we are.
This is kind of a name droppy kind of thing, but like sort of to your point, because like you used to say that all the time, like you didn't. What are you going to do with these?
I would
no
see
one,
talent, but then it would be marred by that crap.
exactly.
You know?
Okay, so to that point, I don't know exactly when this was, but I remember at a Channel 101 screening, Drew Carey was there, and one of my cartoons was screening, and I was at the back of the bar and Jeff Davis was there, and he was there. And I was drinking a beer, watching my cartoon on the screen, and it was some filthy thing that I had made. And Jeff Davis says to Drew Carey, like, "This is the kid this is his cartoon that you're watching." And Drew Carey turns to me and says, "What's the matter with you? You don't like money?" I'll never forget it. And I was like, "Oh my God, well, that's a good point." And I sort of laughed, and I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm just blowing off some steam, But yeah, those cartoons are forever immortalized on the internet. So it's like but I mean, I don't know. They haven't hurt me yet. I mean, I don't know. I do both. I skirt both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm like a lot of people. Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Jack Black does it. Who else? Adam Sandler. They cater to kids and adults in two separate worlds.
Rays, yeah.
Well,
Good cover.
I think you did.
Yeah, baby.
I think you
Bob
created.
Saget. Come on. The list goes on. I'm not the only one that does it.
I think everything worked out.
Yeah.
Whatever you did it right. I mean,
Yeah.
Justin's crying right now.
No,
Justin! Now he's gonna start wailing.
You know what? Another thing kind of funny about Justin is like he would get people at the house and he would never like want to let them leave.
Oh my
and
God!
I never forget because he has this on tape of Abed at the house. It's like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And he taped this. It's so funny. Abed trying to leave and Justin's like, no, you can't leave.
Yeah.
And Abed's in the car like hitting the roof. Let me leave.
Oh yeah, I gotta find that audio. That's like old audio.
Well,
And he'd, like bang.
That's
the
before
thing,
LA.
and
Like that's like
He'd
yeah.
put his head down and then.
But here's the thing,
Justin
I-
like, no, you gotta stay. You gotta stay.
I feel
Oh,
like
so
I
funny.
feel like that might have been one of the times where I was just being a dick and not letting him leave. But it could have also been that he had been drinking.
Yeah,
too, and I was like, don't
Yeah,
don't-
exactly.
But
It was just the
but
tape was
I
hilarious,
feel like
though.
it wasn't that though. I feel like he was sober. and
Well,
I was
here's a
just
question. Here's a question. What do you guys think of Abed?
Oh, we love Abed.
Yeah, Abed's neat.
Who doesn't love Abed?
Abed's like
Great.
family. He's like family.
He's such
Yeah,
a gentle,
really.
kind.
You know?
And he'll be here
Yeah.
today for Thanksgiving dinner.
Awesome.
I had to
Abed.
tell Justin to call Abed because if Abed's, I'm like,
No, I've been busy, obviously, Ryan. We've been
I
busy.
found out it was so sad. I found out Abed sitting there. I'm like,
He's always,
What
I don't know why he doesn't just call us because he
Yeah.
knows he's welcome in our house. Same thing with
Good.
Savon and Seren and Ben. Ben's like, they're all like
family,
been around
pretty much.
forever. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
So all right, well, let's wrap this up. So,
Okay.
Ryan, any final thoughts? These are my parents. I feel like most of this was a big, love session about me.
I know. I was
Yeah.
hoping
Oh,
there'd
it's
be
a wonderful
little,
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've learned that your parents love you.
And I love
so
my parents.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing.
And I every day know how lucky I am to have parents that I do.
Oh.
That were able to give me the.
Are you thankful?
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding me?
It is
Jesus
Thanksgiving.
Christ. Yeah, no, it's Thanksgiving.
I think if you had any other parents, you would have been in prison.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be
it's
here.
true.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be here.
it's true.
Absolutely. Like I couldn't be doing what I'm doing at all, either financially or like the whole trip here and like being able to like get started here. There's nothing would have happened without their support. So yeah, totally. I wouldn't be doing anything. I don't know what the fuck I would be doing. It scares the shit out of me.
Prison.
Probably in prison.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's
Wow.
That's it.
This
That's
is
my parents.
like watching the movie Hannibal Rising.
Yeah.
We got a little prequel.
And it's funny because we
what
totally
created you. The creature we know.
But we completely brushed over all the times my parents found the dead corpses of my victims. But we probably shouldn't talk about that.
No, we have line. There's a line we draw.
Where's the line?
Oh, I forgot one more story I would tell about Justin.
Yeah.
Because Justin's always been a pretty good, respectful kid. But when he was about 13, he was in this room with his friends. And I walk in and he tried to give me that, I'm going to talk shit. Give me that attitude. And man, I may be really, like kind to him and good, but also he knows that there was like, you don't mess with me. And I just like, went at him, like shaking my, you don't talk to me, and he's like backed up, all scared.
Oh.
And that was it, man. He never tried to.
I don't even know what was it. Well, I
you
don't
just
remember.
got all like, you just tried to give me attitude.
He's trying
like,
to be cool in front of
you
your
were trying
friends.
to give me attitude, like and talk, mouth off to me, basically. And man, my kids have learned they better be respectful and not be mouthing off. And it's good because they're respectful people.
Yeah, because why?
It takes one time.
I mean,
Well, that was if I'm 13. That was after a year of like it being in the shit. My most traumatizing experience of my life.
Yeah.
So I was just probably this broken soul.
Why was
I was like lashing out, all this built
Shattered.
up. I would come
You
home
were
from
just
school
being
every
a
day.
brat, Justin. You were just
Maybe
being a
I probably
brat.
was.
Well,
But I would come
rationalizing.
home. I would come home every day sobbing. Please.
I didn't want a rude, mouthy kid.
No, you did the
that
right
was
thing.
kind of like it because
If my kid does that, I'm going to pull a knife and stab him in his arm.
Yeah, right.
No, it won't be a vital. I won't hit anything vital, but I will stab him in the arm all the way through.
Yeah.
And then then we'll go to the hospital and get this fixed.
Or you could put a
But now
cigarette. You could put a cigarette out on his forehead, something like that.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to handle it.
Yeah.
That'll put a stop to the sassy mouth.
I can't wait to see the next generation.
Yeah, I'm not going to be even nearly as kind as you guys.
Are you going to raise? Yeah, I was going to say, how are you going to raise?
I'm going to. Oh, it's going to be a fucking.
That's usually the way it goes. Yeah. That's the way it goes.
I don't really
Flip
think I'm
flop.
going to be that, but maybe I will. Who knows?
A little.
Well, look at how you are. Look at how you are with your dogs.
He beats
That's
them
the way you're going to be with your
He
kids.
beats them
Spoiled.
mercilessly.
Those dogs are spoiled.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the way your kids will be then.
Yeah, I guess they probably will be. Unless they don't really love my kid. If I'm sort of like indifferent.
That won't happen.
Then I probably, then it'll be like, who gives a shit? Go do whatever you're going to do. Just don't.
Well, then your parents will take
I'm
care
afraid
of the
Justin
baby.
will be Mark 10 times. You know how Mark has been always real protective? He's going to be that.
Oh, yeah.
only
No, I'm gonna
way
be
more
fucking-
multiplied.
yeah, I am.
Which is,
Well, he wants to build a compound, and by
Yeah.
the time he has the kids, maybe he'll be in the compound.
Maybe I'll have that money to build my underwater compound.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This has been NPR Radio. That was.
This has been a wonderful exploration of the
Yeah, it
origins.
was great.
Justin, thank you for doing the interview, Mr. and Mrs. Roiland.
You're welcome. It was wonderful.
And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yay!
Thanksgiving.
We're going to talk about a topic that should be relatable to just about every human being, even the little tykes out there.
No.
Especially the little tykes. No. Unfortunately, Jackie's not here to chime in, but I feel like we'll just we'll ask her on the next episode to sort of get her story. But we're going to talk about, I'm glad Abed's here for this. First time you ever had sex?
Oh, no.
Really? First time you lost your virginity, yeah.
What?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I'm not ready for this.
No, yeah, we are.
Oh, you weren't ready for it then.
Wait,
What
so
happened?
I go to the bathroom and this is what you guys decide without me?
yo, ding, 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 bing, 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 bing. I'm going to fucking lay it all out there. Don't be a little bitch.
All right, so we're all going to be super honest?
Yeah.
I think
We're all
I've
gonna be
heard
super
yours.
honest.
I've heard yours.
All right.
One of us is going to tell a lie. The other.
No, I don't know if I should be so
Just tell the
honest,
truth.
though.
No, dude. shut the fuck up and be as honest as fuck, because that's
I'm
what
trying
makes
to
the show interesting.
Okay.
Community
Now-
needs plot lines.
Who wants to go first?
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
No. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Good idea.
1,
2, 3.
All three of us did scissors.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
All right, I
That
lose.
means no. That means that.
Wait, no, but I beat you.
But I beat Justin, so
But
that
he
means that
beat
you
you.
go first.
No, because he beat
no,
you.
I beat you, and Justin beat you.
We have
Justin
to go
goes
again
first.
because we did a perfect.
No. But that's the best.
Justin won.
No. Let's do it in the order of the cycle.
No, you don't understand. The cycle is an infinite loop of
Well, let's pick a
Ryan
starting
got,
point.
we
Let's pick
each
a starting
Ryan
point.
did rock, I did scissors, and I did paper. So
Let's pick
there
a
is
beginning.
no clear winner.
Let's pick a beginning of the cycle.
Everyone is a winner and everyone's a loser. In
Rock
this.
is the beginning of the cycle. So
No, that's
everything
bullshit.
below
I
rock.
could say paper is the beginning of the cycle.
Right.
But you didn't. So rock is the beginning of the cycle.
No.
How is this going to work?
Okay,
How's this
stop.
gonna work?
Look, just go first, Ryan. Come on, just go first.
Yeah, I am very curious.
You are?
Well, because I think I've heard it, but I think it's a good one.
It's not a good one.
I
First
think,
of all, I am to be honest with you all, our
Yeah.
dear listeners, including my cousin who's listening to this. Oy vey, please
Turn your
just turn it off now.
Skip ahead to my story. And just lay back in your bed and follow my voice.
Okay. So, I was 19.
Oh, I was
That's right.
too.
I waited.
Okay, go ahead.
And I worked at, when I say waited, of course, I
Waited tables.
couldn't have sex with a woman in high school.
Gotcha.
So I was working my first job, not my first job, but I was working a busboy job out of high school while I was going to community college.
Uh-huh.
And I worked with this young girl, who was a hostess. And she was like one of those girls who was cute. You know, I was like, oh, she's pretty cute. You know?
One of those.
One of those. But I asked her out, and then I took her home, and it was like immediate. I remember. Well, actually, I should say I'm sorry. I should say when I called her on the phone to ask her out, I called work. I remember just like how the conversation went. It was just like, do you know that thing where it's like there's something? It's like the thing you said about the single white female that kind of like when I got to know Abed, like there was something not right with the way she was talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Shucks.
So, anyways,
I don't get it.
she was just I got my fucking
Okay, she was
spidey sense was
loopy.
tingling.
Fine,
yeah,
gotcha.
not in
Okay.
a good way though. Not like something's
Like,
like, oh,
okay,
this
okay.
is
Not like
Right.
your dick tingling.
just
Like, she might have been molested. Okay, keep going.
So then we went out, and I remember we ended up making out, and I remember
Where?
in my room, my bedroom.
So wait, when you say you went out, you mean you went out into your bedroom?
what? Fuck! I just thought of something, Justin.
She listens to the
No. Remember I said, oh my god, I have to tell this story in the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I was talking about?
You've said that so many times, man. Fuck. And it's like I always say, you're gonna remember? Oh, dude, I fucking lived through it. Okay. So go ahead, keep going. We'll come back to this fucking whatever you're
Okay,
dealing with.
so anyway, so we went out, we went back to my place, and we were making out. I remember I felt like I was not like I felt like I was making out with a boy. Like it was like, have you ever felt that when you kiss a girl for the first time? You're like, there's fucking literally no chemistry.
Yes.
There's no electricity. You're just like,
Yes.
what? Like, nothing, zero,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
It's like no, not exciting at all.
Yeah, I've had that.
And it was like just, but still, you're going through the motions for hours and hours.
Every
and
time
hours
I
and
make out with a boy, that's what it's like.
no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
kidding.
why I'm saying it. It felt like I was making. I was like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is what
yeah.
it would be like if I made out with a boy,
Sure.
a man. Like
Does she
just
have
nothing.
nice lips?
you've
like
done.
Nice, big, full, womanly lips?
I don't. No, very thin lips.
There. That's why.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Thin lips?
Ladies with the thin lips, get on out. Ladies with the thin lips,
get on out.
Ladies with the thin lips,
get on out.
Ladies with the thin lips, get on out.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, that's our personal preference. There's probably tons of guys that are into that. So don't beat yourself up over it. Okay, Ryan,
Hey,
continue.
my name's
Sally Thin Lips. I made a career out of these sexy old thin lips.
I'm from the anti-verse. I'm the anti-verse version of Sally Kellerman from Hot Lips Houlihan from
I don't know what
MASH.
you're talking about. Okay,
Come on.
My universe,
Hot
you
Lips
like me.
Houlihan from MASH.
Yeah. Go. Keep going.
In my universe, thin lips are the sexiest. Two thin strips of pink.
All right. Okay.
Right? With a-
Just bumping against.
take a
Rubbing unceremoniously against my manly thin lips.
Just take a piece of bubble tape, tear it in
Nothing
half.
sexier than two thin lips just bumping against each other. All right.
like a Muppet. That's the definition of my lips.
Okay, go ahead. So, you're in your room, and it was horrible and thin lips.
Horrible. Just going hours of just like going through the motion, just not at all swept up in the passion.
Uh-huh.
And then at some point, the third or fourth time we did that, we end up having the most unceremonious missionary position.
Ugh.
3 or 4 thrusts, and I was done. Just get it over with. I am no longer a virgin, technically. Oh.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Did it
the
have
worst.
A smooth transition to when it moved into sex? Or was it like so awkward?
Everything between the passionless making out and the robotic passionless sex was amazing. Ooh, the sweet spot in between the making out and the sex.
He's being
it was
sarcastic.
all horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Well, I want to know, what was the transition point?
Probably you want to do this?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Because you should
I
never...
guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there aren't any other girls around willing to let me.
Horrible. Horrible. I regret it. I don't have a good memory. It's like when I look back at my first time, it's depressing.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And the woman, I think, later actually ended up in a mental institution.
What?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Were you her first?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. All right, okay. I'll go next. So my first girlfriend was when I was 17 in high school. And dated her for a year and a half. She would not give up the goods. I couldn't even get head. It was fucking horrifying. It was horrible. And back then, you're 17, you're like... Well, you know what I mean? She was my first real girlfriend, my first serious relationship. And it was like, I didn't know that was like grounds for get the fuck out of there, I was like, come on, give it up. No, she wouldn't. So that relationship ended because she cheated on me with my best friend, which tends to happen to me. So I
Did she have sex with him?
Oh yeah. Eventually, yeah. She lost her virginity to him.
Oh boy.
So thank you. Thanks a lot, pal. Thanks a lot, first love, who's actually married to a really good friend of mine. And
are you serious? This girl married a good friend of yours?
Yeah, like way after years.
Not the guy that.
No, not the guy.
I know the girl. I've met her.
And you know the whole.
And
thing.
I know the guy. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and he's a great guy, and she's cool, and everything's cool. But come on. Couldn't have fucking help the dude out? Give me a fucking break.
Help a brother out, yo.
So, and I remember, man, one time, because we would just make out for 2 hours. Have you we've all heard the term blue balls, and it's like, oh, blue balls.
We've all heard the term blue balls.
But tonight on Dateline NBC. No, but I fucking experienced it, and I didn't know what the fuck was happening to me because we made out in her bedroom for 3 hours straight, and then I went to the other room and laid down, went to sleep, staying the night over. Legit. Parents knew, so it was couldn't wake up the next day and knock and where is he? Where? Oh my God, he's in our daughter's room. So it was we had to skirt around the loopholes or whatever. Wait, that doesn't make sense. We had to skirt around the parents. Or, well, I don't know, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. But the point is, I went back and 10 minutes after I laid down, all of a sudden, the most painful feeling I've ever felt in my stomach and testicle. Yeah. I mean, it was just what the fuck is going on? And I still don't know what the medical explanation for this is, but I had to go in and jerk off. I had to. And it didn't help. It hurt all night long. I could barely sleep.
It didn't help?
It didn't really help, no. The damage had been done. And I wanted to grab her and say, look, at least can we get each other off? We couldn't even fucking bring each other to orgasm.
This is still the same girl that cheated on you?
Yeah, same girl that cheated on me.
Wait.
So when did I lose my virginity?
Yeah.
All right, so this is why I should have technically lost my virginity when I was 17. So that's the whole reason why I'm saying all
I
of
should have
that.
technically, sure, when I was 14.
I had a girlfriend for a year and a half. We were fooling around, but she was just a fucking prude. I don't know. At the time. I don't know what she's like now. So
she's a huge whore.
She cheats on me. I'm 18. I end up switching high schools. You know that whole story. Maybe I haven't told it on the show.
I think you told it in the parents' interview.
Okay, so I end up dating this new girl. Beautiful, fucking gorgeous. Oh my God. Built like a fucking Playboy model.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. And I'm like, I should be so lucky. I remember walking to the car, like, for lunch.
I should be so lucky.
Oi, vey. We're, like, walking to the parking lot, and she was, like, ahead of me with her friends. And this was, like 2 or 3 days into our relationship, and I'm just looking at her perfect body. And I'm just like, wow, this is incredible.
Look at me.
Look at
Hey, look at me.
How'd I pull this one off?
What if I got something great?
How did you, Abed? Column B. How did you pull this one off?
I went to this new school, and I walked in the front door.
And all the women were Playboy models. And all the dudes
they
were
were
Billy
all
Crystal.
horny. No. I was like, I immediately popular at this school.
Uh-huh.
It was very weird.
What was the school?
It's the only year of my life I've ever experienced this, of like, the sort of like, it was Manteca High, and it was just like, I was the mysterious new kid who was somehow friends with like 20 of the most popular people in the senior class. So all the girls were just intrigued by me.
This?
Yeah, I swear to God, it was that, and it was like, it was amazing. But I was too young and naive to be able to harness that power.
Sounds like you harnessed it pretty good.
He was
I had a
Hurricane-
nice girl. So
Hurricane
anyways,
Justin.
So anyways, the point is, we had sex the first time. It was wonderful, amazing. The end. In her bedroom. Her parents were gone. It was fantastic.
Why was it fantastic?
Because it was just good sex.
You just got out. You got all freaky deaky.
Well, I mean, at the time, when you're 18 and you've never had sex before.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't 19. I was 18. I thought I was 19. No,
So it wasn't just like two or three pumps and you were done?
No, I lasted a long time.
Did you do all kinds of positions?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember her being on top of me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I'm so jealous. Another thing about mine was I remember she was like kind of cute. She wasn't no Playboy model, but then I remember when I brought her home and I took off her clothes, it was like she was wearing a girdle. All of a sudden, it was like boosh.
No.
Oh, like everything just puffed out. It
that's
was
too
so
bad.
depressing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, my first girl was built perfectly. Amazing. I want
like your favorite Lego structure.
Yeah, exactly like that. Built perfectly like my favorite Lego structure. This young lady, the relationship was short-lived. I want to say between 3 and 6 months. Mm-hmm. I had to break up with her.
Why?
Because I don't know. She was really emotional, and it was like, I don't know. It's just like I didn't love her,
Aww.
Yeah. Aw.
But how are you now with your current girlfriend?
Fucking amazing.
Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
You've had that conversation?
We like had it like it was brief and then gone. Like so we haven't officially sat down and said it, but like yeah, it's more or less yeah.
Uh-huh. Was it like girlfriend?
I think that conversation's going to happen probably by the time you find people out there listening to this.
Awesome. So where are we at now? Justin's
my amazing lost my virginity
I have
story.
Nothing.
I should have.
Justin had sex with a Playboy
story.
model. I had sex with Shelley
Thin
Winters.
I had sex with Mr. Thin Lips. All right, Abed.
Okay, Abed.
Abed's story about losing his virginity. He's going to now tell us a tale.
I was also 19, like Ryan Ridley here.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Because I was Muslim for a long time, so I was like, I'm not going to have sex till I get married. And that ideology stayed with me in high school. But then, you know, the fucking most beautiful girl in the world came along. And, well, okay, I think I met her after high school. But you know her. Remember the crazy girl that, like, just ran out at Savant's house?
Of your bedroom after you had sex with her?
No, remember? And then you told me to stay away from her. You were like, dude, that girl's trouble.
Oh, I so vaguely remember.
Yeah, because you remember, like, she came to Savant's house and then just, like, split. Like, just ran out of the house.
Oh, yeah.
And then me and Savant, we actually found a cop, and we were, like, looking for her.
Oh, my God. Yes, I do remember that.
That's who I lost my virginity to.
She was pretty hot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this girl, okay.
My horrible, broken memory is telling me she was hot. I'm sure she was, but I can't visualize her. I'm just going off of my initial memory of thinking that she was hot. So describe your now. Why the hesitation earlier? You're like, oh, I don't know if I can.
Well, it's because it's not an exciting story. It's just kind of like, meh.
Well, can you dive right into the part that
I'll
you were
dive
hesitant
right into
about?
it.
Did you rock that body?
Well, first of all, she was a lesbian, but she constantly lied to herself and everyone in her life. Not only that, but she used to have sex with drug dealers for drugs, and she had been in, like, a lot of orgies. She had a reputation, because I remember showing her picture to, like, people at school, and they were like, dude, that girl sucked my dick. You know, and they weren't joking. And, yeah, and I'd be like, whatever, dude, whatever. And he's like, no, dude, seriously? That chick is a fucking hoe.
She's a chicken head.
And
now, were they saying that, like, good, go for it, bro?
No, they were like, what the fuck?
Were they warning you?
Yeah, because they were like,
do as I say, not as I do?
It was like, you're in love with her? Whoa, dude.
Oh, you're going around saying you're in love.
Yeah, I was like, look at my girlfriend, look at my girlfriend.
Oh, boy,
yeah,
Abed.
and they were like, no, that's not your girlfriend, dude. That's like everyone's girlfriend.
Abed.
Yeah.
Talk about repeating patterns.
Yeah. So
Abed.
I got strung along by this girl, and she totally I remember the first time I saw her, she looked exactly like Angelina Jolie in Hackers. Like, she had the short hair and just the exotic eyes, and, like, she was half Guamanian and half Hispanic.
Guamanian?
Guam, from Guam.
Uh-huh.
And
is that Guam? Hello, I'm Guamanian.
Half Guamanian.
The other half is what's another, like?
I also got beat. I got the shit beat out of me by one of her ex-girlfriends, who just happened to be her ex-girlfriend. I didn't even know, and beat the shit out of me.
Like a big butch.
Yeah. That's another story. But
pounded on your door
because she found out that we had sex, and she was just like, ah! Like, I'm in love with her, and beat the shit out of me. But anyway,
this
so
girl sound like
back to the virgin story.
The root of all every woman's trouble.
Right. Oh, the other sketchy part.
I love how Abed said there's nothing interesting.
Oh, the other sketchy part is, like, so we dated for a long time, and it was
what's
like
long?
Like about a year and a half.
What's dating?
Yeah.
Like on and off, like I fingered her.
Oh,
like I didn't really have sex
with
her.
A story for the ages. It's like the Notebook.
I didn't really
like I fingered her. Yo, you know, we dated for a couple years.
We made out. We actually went skinny dipping.
No, I'd show
and
up
didn't
and
have
finger
sex.
her.
We went skinny dipping but didn't have sex.
Why
we
not?
did a lot of, like, everything around
Why not?
having
Did
sex.
you ever take her to dinner?
Because I was always, like, hesitant. I was the one, like, I don't know.
That's probably why she kept coming back.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, so you said you dated her for a year and a half.
Right.
Like, I mean, when I think of dating, I think, a bond being formed.
Yeah, but this is like, I just got out of high school and I was really innocent and wasn't sure.
So what did you do did you ever take her to any major events, any, like, weddings or, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we went to, like, a concert. We went to, like, dinner.
Did she meet your parents?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And you introduced her as your girlfriend, and then your dad takes you aside and goes, "Habba oh, he's got trouble."
I think my dad was like, "Good going, yeah."
She sucked my dick.
Hey, good going. No, I mean, yeah. She. I didn't. It's not like I introduced her. She just was around. But so then, you know, we went our separate ways because she was a crazy bitch. She actually, like, tried to kill herself like 3 times. And so then
during the course of your relationship.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh,
how did you deal with that? As
she
her
also.
boyfriend?
This is why we stopped talking because, like, there was a guy who I suspected she was sleeping with, but I wasn't sure. And then I did the whole stalker thing where I followed her home, and I just, like, camped.
That's private investigation work, not stalker work.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was like, because my friend lived across the street, so I was just hanging at his house.
You've done that. You know the line.
No. I'm just saying, like, it sounds to me like, you know, he was. It's one thing the stalker thing is when you don't know the person and you're like,
or you've been broken up with them.
Right. Yeah,
Sure.
but we were dating.
Yeah.
We were dating, so I had every right to do this. So I stayed at my friend's house. I just pretended to be cool, like we're hanging out watching the basketball game, but I was like watching her house the whole time, like a hawk. And then I saw the red Mustang pull up, and the red Mustang was the symbol of this other dude.
Yeah.
And it was like the red Mustang was obviously there all night. You know, so I was like, "Fuck."
Sure.
So then, anyway, I was like, you know, she's out of my life.
Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally. She's gone. I work at a comic shop for years. Everything's good in life. I was a manager. Actually.
Wait, have you fucked her at this point?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm getting to that. So then I'm 19.
Wait, how long did you date her before you had sex with her?
17.
Year and a half. Or so.
You dated this girl for
like
a year and a half.
Like I said, we dated, but we didn't have sex. I fingered her. She sucked my dick.
Abed kept going. I'm just not ready.
Yeah.
I was like the girl. Like, I don't know.
You were the one who wasn't ready.
Yeah,
I was like, give me that dick.
Yeah, she was like, I've had so much dick. I'm ready for yours. And I'm like,
she said that.
She was like so fucking. She was really down to have sex. Like,
and for a year and a half,
she like jerked me off.
No wonder she had this Mustang man coming.
Yeah,
over.
no kidding. She needed it.
That's right. Well, and also
total opposite of my situation.
She had a relationship with a girl that killed herself. You know, like she had relationships with guys and girls. She was all over the place, man. I mean, I can only guess how many fucking because she had 2 different names. She had a name for herself where she would go like to Turlock, where you were talking about earlier. And that's where she was a different name and used to sleep with different people. You know what I mean? Like she had all kinds of aliases.
Yeah, you know, come on, you know,
Yeah,
the normal kid stuff.
So anyway, I'm 19. Let's fast forward here to my first time. I'm 19
I
years
call her
old.
up. I say, "Hey, Kookie, hey, Nutball, get over
I'm
here."
ready. I'm finally ready. You've tried to kill yourself 3 times now. I think I'm ready to.
We run into each other.
Have the most intimate moment of my life with you.
Like, we just randomly run into each other, and the attraction's still there, obviously.
You're broken up now?
I mean, this is like years later. This is like when I'm 19.
Wait, okay, well then what year did you first meet this girl?
When I was 18.
Well then...
That's not years later.
No, it's a year later.
No, because you were with her for a year and a half, and then a year after that you'd be 20. At least.
I must have met her when I was 17.
Math ain't adding up.
Yeah, I was 17.
16, maybe?
No, 17.
Okay, so let me get this very clear. You met her when you were 16, 17, whatever. You dated her for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Her name was Barack Obama.
Now, what was that breakup like?
When I just stopped calling her and just...
After a year and a half?
Yeah, I mean, I just sort of drifted away because I knew she was, like, dating Mustang, dude.
Okay, so... Justin, what is this? A year and a half dating? What was your relationship like?
We've already tried.
But maybe were you exclusive?
No, I thought we were, but I was a dumb shit.
I
was a piece of dumb shit. Yeah.
How often did you see her in that year and a half?
Dumb shit.
See, I didn't have a car. I remember I used to sneak out in the middle of the night and just
see her, like,
rollerblade to her house
3 times a week.
Yeah, no. Quite a bit, because I was out of high school.
Right.
So.
It truly was the wonder years.
No, I remember like us going skinny dipping late at night.
Okay, continue.
So
Get
then
to the fucking point.
I'm 19 years old.
And
we bump into each other, and it's like, you know, oh my god. You know?
And then you really bumped into each other.
And I was like, in my mind, like, it was one of those things where I regretted not sleeping with her because she was so beautiful that I was like, well, you know, fuck it. I'll sleep with her.
Wait, what? Would she just offer it up for you?
Well, it was like...
You regret it? You saw her and you're like, fuck, I'm an idiot.
She wasn't that hard to get into the sack. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, she like had slept around. So she was kind of just...
you wore like a bunch of condoms.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
So, okay. We ran into each other, blah, blah, blah. We planned to meet up later that night. There's this Denny's. Remember 5 Points?
Yes.
In Modesto?
Yes.
That's where we hung out, and it was like, all right, we're going to do this. I lived with my parents at the time. I couldn't go home, so I had to figure out a place where we could go have sex. You know, I didn't want to do it in the car. Well...
Oh, boy.
The other thing that was really sketchy was I had just broken up with another girl who was supposed to be my first, but we never slept together.
Okay.
And we dated 3 months, and then she had moved to Santa Cruz.
All right. Well, her fault.
Her fault. And so we were technically still together. Huh?
What was she? A methadone addict? The one that moved to Santa
No,
Cruz?
no, she was actually quite a nice, perfect girl for me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Lunatic.
So then me and Lunatic are at Denny's, and then it's like, all right, let's do this.
Let's go find a place.
So we drove to, it's like the sketchiest part of Modesto. Like, that crazy bridge that's like, it's like right...
By MJC?
No, it's like, there's 9th Street,
Yeah.
which is really a bad neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And then right before that, there's that park with that crazy bridge that you drive under.
Okay, yeah.
That park. We go to the park. And
why that park?
It was
There's
like
so many other.
It was
parks.
right next to 5 Points, to that Denny's.
Yeah. Okay.
So we drive there. It's like, I mean, I couldn't go that far. So then, we lay out a blanket, and we're about to. I put on the condom. We start having sex, and I just remember in my mind like, oh, this is gonna be so awesome. This is gonna be so fucking awesome, and it was not awesome because we're like,
what kind
outside,
of condom were you wearing?
One of those regular kind. I don't know.
What kind? What brand?
Trojan? I don't know. Whatever the kind was. Our Durex.
Lifestyles.
So we're doing it. I swear to God, I can see a gardener in the fucking distance, like watching us.
Cool.
Yeah, I swear to. I mean, it's like I was like, is there a guy? Is there a guy over there? Like, I swear I saw a guy. So I'm like,
oh, Poppy.
Not only am I so fucking nervous because I'm having sex, but I keep flipping out that there's a guy watching me. So
it probably helped you last longer.
Maybe
for your first time.
No, I think I was like after like 5 or 6 minutes, and yeah, and then finally, and it's like okay, for how hot she was, she just laid there like a dead fucking body, and it's just like no emotion.
And then you look down and she was actually dead.
No, she just like
Needle
didn't
in her
move.
arm.
She like just did
and
not move.
And then I spent the rest of the night burying her. And that's
then,
why I didn't want to talk about it.
Okay, so then I'm finished.
Another
whatever.
boring Abed story.
Okay, I finish right, and I pull off the condom, and it's ripped.
Uh-huh.
But I
what? Like it's all muscly.
No, like the condom ripped open.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's when I threw it on the ground or if it happened inside of her.
It happened because she was probably dry as a bone.
Right. So then, of course. So then I was like, oh fuck, what do I do? And it's like I had 2 seconds to think, and I just threw it away and didn't even say anything to her. And then I was like, holy shit, I probably
should say... Have you been tested?
Yeah.
When?
Like years ago.
When?
Did you do it online?
Like after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's that?
Did you do it online, or did you actually go give?
No, I went to out of the closet.
Multiple choice.
Okay, so I was like, shit, I didn't tell her about the broken condom. I just like threw it away, and then it's like I didn't say anything. It's like morning,
Cut
whatever.
to it hitting the gardener's face.
So then,
Papi Chulo!
I was out all night. I remember driving home feeling like, well, at least I did have sex, kind of thing. Like at least I accomplished something. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then it's like I dropped her off. I went home and watched Dawn of the Dead, I think.
Nice. The remake? No, the original.
No, the original.
Of course.
And then years later, when like me and her talked about that, because we ran into each other again
with an 8-year-old little hairy boy.
He said, "Papi."
No. Well, we at this point she was full on lesbian.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
All
she had realized
okay.
that she was.
So
a
you
full-on
talked to her
lesbian.
again, and then what
We
happened?
talked to her again, and then I was like, I got to unburden myself. When we had sex, the condom ripped, and I didn't say anything. And she's like, "Yeah, I know it ripped." So like she knew, but didn't like. It was just weird. Like
she could probably feel like the difference. She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
You know, that should scare you
what
even
I'm used
more.
to.
Yeah.
Right.
That feels better.
Yeah. Well, and then
now
anyway,
I'm not so dry anymore.
And then
her
anyway,
dryness was a mechanism to break the condom.
And that was the time when, remember, she ran out of Savant's house out into the night.
All right.
When you told her that the condom ripped?
Yeah.
Oh, we get back. It's like when you see a movie and our Breaking Bad episode, the beginning is the ending, you know?
Yeah, love it.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad yet. I want to see it.
Oh, well, they use this device, Abed, where every episode opens with a moment from later in the show that you then get to. And you're like, why is this girl,
after Buffy, I'll get to that.
Why is this girl running out of the house?
Yeah.
And you lead to that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you win, Abed.
Yeah, you win. Congratulations,
Wait,
Abed.
what do you mean I win?
Well,
Best story.
Story was the craziest.
No. Shit. It's embarrassing.
It was certainly the longest. All right, everybody, it's time for some listener email.
Listener, I gotta say, I miss Jackie.
Yeah,
I
who
miss
doesn't?
Jackie. I do. It doesn't have the same energy without Jackie.
Well, whatever. We have to.
I'm
Fucking,
sorry, guys.
We have to
it's
burn
not
through
your
a
fault.
few-
You're great, Abed. It's just that
Yeah, of course we
I
miss
feel
Jackie.
a void.
Okay,
no,
so,
well, I do too. I haven't seen
but
her in a
Ryan,
long time.
we
I like
have
Jackie.
to hit some of these listener emails. It's absurd. We have way too many.
Okay. Well, why don't we start off
And
with
I
our
feel bad.
favorite listener?
Who?
Charlie Wang.
You got it, Abed.
Okay,
Yeah.
what does he say?
Is he the official show favorite listener, or is he just my favorite listener?
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm reading the email now.
I like Charlie.
I sent my last email before I listened to episode 20, and I didn't have much to say. But now, episode 20 rocks. Best ever.
Oh, wow.
Sarah Silverman would be the coolest guest ever. I mean, this is a little dated, but, you know, we're cleaning up the
Very
basement.
dated. Keep going.
I mean, just she tells the stories that I understand, and I believe everybody does. And I'm pretty fascinated by the fact that every guest has a story about penises and balls. And Justin's questions are so good this time, a lot better than Ryan's.
Thank you.
Fuck you, Charlie Wang. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah, but he's
have
honest.
to admit that Ryan's professional, though. That's right.
Yep, but no one said he wasn't.
You know,
Also-
Ryan, you're a little too professional at times.
Ew, am I Abed?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell me?
Okay.
Why don't you give me
Is
my
that it?
progress
Is
report?
that
You got to lighten up.
Is that it with Charlie?
Let
Wang?
it go.
Also,
Let it
Ryan's
go.
earned himself a lot of points. When he talked about the loud voice he does when he's embarrassed by farting, that was pretty funny. I listened to the segment when everybody in my dorm are asleep. It was so funny that I had to try very hard not to make a sound, which made the bed shake, and my roommate thought I was nuts.
Masturbating?
Keep it, Ryan.
Sorry, masturbating is what I meant.
What'd you say?
I said masturbating for some reason. All right.
Bastard baiting.
Thank you, Charlie Wang. That was
And I
another
understand
well-crafted
Jackie's
email.
email of Jackie's picture of a happy little couple that don't have to be embarrassed by poops and farts and stuff. Yeah, but only when I'm 70 or so will I be able to accept my wife saying, "Hey, ain't my poop smelly?" while farting. I mean, I have to back Justin and Ryan up here. I mean, I live in a dorm where it smells. That's only between. Okay,
All right.
I get it.
Thank you, Charlie.
Okay.
Another well-written email for a man who speaks his native language is Chinese.
Yay, Charlie. You're great.
Well done, buddy. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Hi, Grandma Virginity. Thanks for another great episode. You asked for feedback, so here it is.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait to hear this one.
This is from
Yeah, me
Ryan
neither.
Craig. More compression would be nice.
Impression.
Does that mean he wants us to make the file smaller?
Or maybe our conversations.
Well, keep reading.
Okay. For those of us who listen during noisy commutes, when people speak off mic or when they're a guest like Sarah who went from whispering to shouting while
Yeah.
talking about her vagina,
All right, look.
I sometimes have to ride the volume out
Listen.
like Justin on a Monster Hut.
Listen, I sit here and ride the volume the whole episode, and then a lot of times I do a fuck ton of rubber banding in post, which is why the show takes so long to edit and turn in for you.
Yeah, you hear that?
No. But I mean, sometimes for real, I do a lot of rubber banding, but I'm gonna buy a fucking compressor, a couple of them.
What does that mean? What does a compressor look like? What does it do?
It's a
Makes coffee.
it's a wild contraption.
Compresses
No,
beans.
all you do is I just need to get some more mic cable, and you just basically route the mic cable through the compressor back into the board, and what it does is it levels. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, the point is the levels will be more consistent. The whispers will be louder, and the screams will be quieter.
Oh, Grandma's Virginity. New Grandma's Virginity. The whispers are whisperier. The
No.
whisperier.
No, the whispers are louder, more audible, and the screams are a little less ear piercing. So whatever. Fuck it. I just spent a bunch of money on another mic. So what the fuck?
Speaking of Sarah's vagina, I had a girlfriend once with external labia.
Hello.
Hello, labia. Hey, labia.
Did you put those little like sticky googly eyes on it? Take pictures of it. All right.
Did it lap like it was like a dog tongue just lapping at your?
You should have cut it off.
God.
All right.
I grew up in Nigeria. Okay,
That would
it was
hurt 'cause you have to glue
unusual,
those eyes on.
but far from a deal breaker. Sarah
Yeah.
has nothing to be ashamed of.
All right.
Dash. This is where it gets depressing. I'm happy for Ryan getting a girlfriend.
Oh,
Aw.
boy.
But worried for the
we
podcast.
have waited a while. Keep going. Well, worry no more.
And unlucky in love, Ryan is comedy's best friend.
Well, comedy is back.
Especially when a sadistic Jackie sits nearby. I nevertheless have hope that being in a relationship will give him whole new worlds of anxiety, awkwardness, and angst. Boy, they have! It was great while it lasted, and then it suddenly ended. And my head's still spinning.
Yeah.
Kind of like a really good movie.
Yeah, the best kind of movie. All right.
And speaking of Jackie, I've always thought Adolf Hitler was history's most vile, reprehensible villain. But after hearing Jackie's fantasy, I started thumbing through Mein Kampf. Maybe he has some good ideas. He was partly responsible for the Volkswagen Beetle. That's something, right?
Yeah, sure.
Abed, how do you feel about that?
That he invented that?
No, that this guy says that maybe he had some good ideas.
Well, I mean, what he ended up becoming was kind of like destroys any kind of good idea like he could have.
All right. Okay, next email, please.
Abed's,
very insightful, Abed.
Thank you. Well, you put me on the spot, yo.
Abed on Hitler. Okay. Last but far from least, I miss Mr. Scoops. How will I find out whether Chevy Chase likes wallpaper, or if Roseanne bought a couch, or Radar from MASH farted in an elevator, or...
That's a good one.
Well, we're working on it.
He's lost.
I got a lead on where he might be in
South America?
South America. So
what happened?
I don't know. I talked to a couple of natives there and
Natives?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know, the native South Americans, people who live there.
What do we describe them? What are
They
like?
wear leaves,
Uh-huh.
run around with pitchforks.
How did you talk to pitchforks? How did you talk
really,
to them?
Really fancy, like industrialized,
like from a hardware
made,
store.
Yeah.
How did you get
I've
hold
been
of them?
doing some detective work.
Yeah,
trying to
did
track
you
them down.
Talk to these natives on a phone, or did you actually fly to somewhere in South America?
No, I've just been through the phone.
Oh, through the phone you talked to.
So, anyways, working on
natives.
Working on it.
I'm
working on it.
They spoke English?
Yeah, they said, "Hello, we're the pitchfork wielding, blanket wearing
blankets.
leaf wearing natives. How can we help you today?
And what'd you say?
How can we be of its service?" And I said, "Hi, I'm looking for a man named Mr. Scoops, Seymour Scoops. His wife gave me this number." "Oh yes, of course. Last he was seen, he was running somewhere in the wilderness. Oh, if you'll excuse me, my cappuccino is ready." All right, next email, please.
Okay.
This guy sounds awfully a lot like Cunt Smasher.
Okay, this is from a guy named Paul. He's from San Francisco.
Paul from the Wonder Years?
Hey guys, I'm totally upset that people don't like the Kent's Closet segment. Kent's first appearance set the gold standard for who the hell is this guy? Oh wait, he's super interesting interviews.
Hey y'all.
So it is a treat to get to listen to you guys talk to him every episode. Also hearing Justin yell, "Stamos stories!"
Wait, why don't people like his stories? They're good.
Come on. That's like saying, I don't know, whatever. I'm sorry. Keep going. We're all getting sleepy.
At the top of his lungs is the non-sexual highlight of his week. I thought the most interesting part of last week's episode was you guys' frank discussion on farting and pooping in a relationship. I was glad to hear Justin and Ryan take the side of fart concealment, because once you fart in front of your girl, it practically gives them immediate license to do the same in front of you. I've had girlfriends like Jackie who have begged me to fart in front of them because it is a symbol of openness and trust, but I'd much rather not be able to sleep while in a bed with a girl.
Is it a
because I'm
symbol of
holding
openness
farts.
and trust? Could this be the reason why all my relationships fail?
Because you won't fart in front of a girl?
Is it time for me to open up
the
new leaf?
I will say this, that you should try it if you haven't yet.
Just try it.
Yeah.
I feel like I have.
Try it with this new
Just
one.
try it. I mean, what can
possibly
it
go
hurt?
wrong?
If she really likes you, I don't think she'll run away.
No, I've made the decision. I'm going to hold off on that for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take the Jackie road for once.
I'm going to hold off because it's so unsexy, you know? It's just fucking
I know.
Yeah, but see, that's your first instinct, which maybe didn't work before.
How sexy? I mean,
everything's going really well right now. I don't need to sully it.
Do the George Costanza thing. Try the opposite.
No, what? He did that when he was in rock bottom. I
love how Justin was worried about how being unsexy. What are you, like Richard Grieco?
No. I don't mean like me. I'm just saying like the whole situation.
The vibe.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, it has to be the right moment for him to fart.
Usually just.
Here he comes.
Hold on. Who comes? You have no idea.
I don't know. Who could this be?
Yeah, here he is.
Justin, why don't you get it?
No.
Did I get it?
All right. I'll get it.
Okay, Abed, you get it.
Hello.
Hi there.
It's me,
Who?
Mario. 25-year anniversary is this a year, and
With who? Your wife?
my
Oh, your birth, your incarnation.
no. Super Mario, brother, Super Mario World with a Luigi and me.
Where is
That game came out 25 years ago this week?
Yeah.
Really?
And they have a video game, Super Mario All-Star. You could get it right now.
Are you plugging?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can buy it right now
Okay.
at the store.
What makes you think you just walk in and plug?
Yeah, what?
I just figured, I'm a Mario,
Yeah, but you got to do more than just
I just
walk
don't
in.
I just don't want to tell everyone about my newest game.
Mario,
okay.
Have you ever... Mario, can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
And we were just curious. We were telling some stories. How did you lose your virginity?
Great.
I won a time in a level 4. I mean a world 4, a level of 3.
It's like 5 points.
I run 4. I run and I jump. And there's the bullet.
The flying bullets.
The flying bullet.
Very slow moving flying bullets.
He has a name, Bullet a Bill.
Sorry, he has a name.
Wait a second. So he went into your butt? Is that how you lost your...
Column B.
No. He
has a name, Bullet Bill. Is he often he's insulted when you refer to him as a flying bullet? Okay, go on.
And he and I, we go on a date, and he really aggressive. He telling me, oh Mario, I wanna go on a date, and I say no. I don't want to do that.
You're because you're not a homosexual.
Yeah,
Because you're trying to save the princess.
and he would say no, please, you give me a chance. And we would go
To
on
do
a
what?
date, and he
Turn you?
would get me really make me a drink. I get really drunk. I fall asleep, and that was my first time.
Wait, you saying that you were date raped by Bullet Bill?
Yes, but I don't want to.
It's horrible. Okay,
Where was Luigi in all this?
How about Mario?
Luigi was at home, sleep.
Are you saying that with resentment?
Yes, I call him. He no answer. The next day,
He was supposed to help you.
he say I was asleep.
Did you say it like that, like with
Luigi.
attitude?
Yes,
So what'd you say to him?
I said, Luigi, I was raped by a Bullet Bill. Why don't you come helping me? You're my brother. I was in a world 4, level 3.
I bet Luigi was with the princess.
Right before the castle, he raped me.
Oh,
Where
God.
physically? Where was it? Describe your surroundings
It was on a platform
for all to see.
a grass-covered platform.
Was it like The Accused with Jodie Foster? Was
Yes.
everyone watching you?
Yes, there was a Goomba, and there was a Koopa.
They're all kind of cheering. Did they take turns?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but you were drunk.
Yes,
You don't remember a lot.
nobody knows about this.
So the Goomba and the
Well,
Koopa...
now everybody. Now everybody does. Mario, is that what you want?
No.
Is this like an awareness campaign? You want video game characters who
I'd
have
rather
been
not
date raped to
anyone ever experience.
what you experienced? Did you start a charity or anything? Maybe that you can
No.
plug instead of the anniversary of Super Mario Brothers? Maybe
No,
just they're gonna keep with the.
I'm just sitting around.
I get it. So now, did you have you ever had consensual sex?
No,
Well, I imagine you probably, ever since that experience, you've been probably pretty traumatized to sex in general, right?
I don't like a sex.
No. I mean, I understand a lot of people have experienced that kind of
Yeah,
trauma.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I try to get us a sex from Princess Peach. She would say no, and then I feel no big loss.
Because
I don't like a sex
Yeah.
anyway.
because of what you've been through.
You cannot hurt my feelings. Because I don't even care.
Yeah, you've been to hell and back. Okay.
Luigi,
I'll never think of that level of same.
he has a sex all the time.
With who? With women or with bullet bills?
No, with
the-
Princess Peach.
With the Daisy, Princess of Daisy. He have a sex with her.
Yeah, what a
They
horrible
are very
brother.
allowed.
He's like going behind your back and getting
No, it's okay.
He's rubbing his healthy sexual lifestyle on your face,
I
isn't he,
support
Mario?
it. I support it.
Oh, you.
Well, he is the taller one.
Yeah,
He practice a safer sex.
Okay, very good. So you've buried the hatchet with Luigi for not.
Maybe
being
she's
there
just
for you.
into green.
He's a family.
You know, you're red.
He's a family. You hear that, Abed?
Yeah,
You've got to always forgive family.
I see.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mario, for sharing that story.
I'm just gonna cuddle here in Abed's lap.
Aw,
It's,
Abed.
I love
Make
you,
his
Mario.
face.
It's not quite as warm
As
and
Jackie's.
pillowy
Yeah,
as a Jackie.
but it ain't bad.
Hey, here you go. You got a lap, buddy.
It smell like Middle Eastern food.
Aw,
Jesus.
I wouldn't even know that you would know what that
Yeah, I
smells
don't even
like.
know if I can give you my lap now.
No, come on, Abed.
Oh.
It's Mario. He just told you about his
I know.
date rape.
I know. You poor baby.
Okay,
Here you go.
God, Mario has become such a. I mean, we've really got to know Mario over these last few weeks.
Yeah,
huh?
a little too much information.
Justin, what do you think about that story?
Boy, I was just riveted.
Yeah, it's
It had me.
this is quite an exclusive.
It had me so on the edge of my seat that I just was speechless. I couldn't even talk the whole time.
I mean, you guys did not expect that. That just
Oh,
came out of-
obviously not.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought Mario had been date
Poor
raped by
Mario.
Bullet Bill?
Wow.
Poor Mario.
Wow.
Boy.
Now, and I shouldn't ask. I want to ask Mario like what Bullet Bill's genitals was like. Do you think that's an appropriate question?
Yeah, sure. Would you nudge him? Nudge him awake?
Mario, wake up.
Oh.
Hey.
Mario, I'm
Wake
sorry.
up!
This is a weird detail. And feel free to not want to divulge this if you're uncomfortable. What was Bullet Bill's genitals exactly?
Oh.
What was that situation?
He has one tiny bullet and two tiny little bullets.
For his testicles, you're saying? Like BBs?
Yes.
Like buckshot?
No.
Oh, they're actually
He's
he's got like a trident.
No. Like he have like one like kind of medium sized bullet, and then two, 45 bullet.
But they act like his testicles. You're saying? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that could not have felt. I mean,
He tuck it inside when he flying across the level.
tucks it inside like Buffalo Bill and
Yeah.
in Silence of the Lambs. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a scary.
yeah, it's scary, isn't it, Mario?
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Did he show you that movie?
No.
Okay.
how do you see
Luigi.
it? Luigi showed it.
Luigi making me watch scary.
It sounds like Luigi's behind all this.
No.
One of these days, can we maybe meet Luigi? I would love to get to know him.
Yeah, I was about to say, where is he?
Luigi.
Get his opinion on
Luigi's
this.
busy, but maybe
What's he busy doing?
he got all kinds of stuff he do.
Like what?
He works
What does he do? Oh, you guys are plumbers. I forgot.
around the house.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, I think that's good for that email. That was Paul from San Francisco. Okay, this email is, her name is Kate. It says, hello, Grandma's Virginity. I had just started listening to you, and I am in love. I am only on episode 10, but I got there in about a week. I think that should speak to the trueness and deepness of my love. I was thinking that Ryan and I could start dating.
Whoa.
It would start
Okay,
off
Cupid.
as a long-distance relationship because I live in Chicago, but soon Ryan will find my charm and wit too hard to resist. We can meet up somewhere between, like Wyoming, and get it on.
Yikes.
I think she's like part serious. I know that she's probably writing like, oh, this will read like a funny little, but I think that there's some truth to this.
Yeah,
Yeah?
she's really into you.
Yeah. I think that if you pursued this, you probably could meet up in Wyoming.
Well, Justin, I don't use this show as a
Yet.
medium to.
Why not?
You're doing it all
because
wrong.
I think that
I haven't seen any rule book against it.
Well, I think that the danger of starting a relationship with a listener is.
Isn't that how Fred Norris met his wife on Stern?
True.
No.
True.
Yep, she was a listener.
Isn't how
happily
Wolfman
ever
Jack
after.
met his wife?
Sure.
Um,
Now, when you're that famous, how do you find a girl that doesn't listen to your show?
the point is, I don't want to lose any listeners, and I would likely break this poor girl's heart.
Or she might break the shit out of yours.
But
you
you're
don't know.
jumping to conclusions. I think you should see what
Women
happens.
are heartbreakers, Ryan. I'm telling you.
You never
Yeah.
know, dude.
That's why us men, it's our duty to break a few hearts.
She might be a Citizen Kane
for the
situation.
guy's side.
Oh, you're saying that guys have to even the score?
Yeah, it's
All
our job
the
to break
years
a few hearts because of all the hearts that women go around breaking and laughing about it.
Now, I don't agree with that, though.
Why?
Because I've never broken a heart. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm always been the recipient, so I think...
which means it's time for you to get even.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think like that.
Time
I'd
to get
like to,
even, man.
Because I keep saying, like, maybe the next one's not going to do it.
Yeah, but they will. They all will. They
Nah.
all do. They all do. They're all the
there's
same.
got to be a girl out there that's going to be like...
They'll all break
you-
your heart.
You nice fella. Not going to hurt you.
I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm a lovely young lady.
I like you. Where you are.
Now let me just get down there and suck that dick.
Oh, my God, I'm in love.
I won't break your heart.
I just want to suck that dick.
Hey, wait, hold on. Who's that over there? Let me suck that dick. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your heart?
On the way to your dick?
I guess that means I'm just like every other girl.
Oh, boy.
After all.
Well, Justin's misogyny is
No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
thinly veiled.
But I really do think that every girl in the world will cheat.
Well, I don't agree.
They're all cheaters, all of them.
Even your
No.
own mother.
Maybe celebrities.
Yep, even your own mother.
Even our own mothers?
Yep.
No,
Justin,
my mom.
Your mother.
My mom's
your
a
poor
sweetheart.
mother who we heard her interview today on,
Yeah.
on the show.
If presented with the right opportunity, I hate to admit
Like,
it.
throw Bruce Reynolds in the
Wait a
think she
minute.
might
Slow
cheat.
down, Abed. You hear this, Mrs. Roland, who's hopefully listening to this episode at some point?
All right, fine. I give up.
Oh, you give up? You're going to take that back?
Yeah, I take it back.
Yeah, because not every
Tell
girl...
it to your mom.
I don't think you cheat. You're the only one, Ma. You're the only one. You're the only good one. I'm just kidding.
What a nice
All right.
gentleman.
Come on.
She says, here are some words that would describe most would use to describe me: loud, inappropriate, and clumsy. If you find any of those appealing, please let me know. My name is Kate.
Here's a picture
I
of
like
me with...
the name.
Here's a picture of me topless.
I can see you with the
Oh,
kid.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of my big dick. I'm a trap. I'm a trap.
Caitlin.
The trap has been
The
sprung.
sexiest trap.
Okay. Hi, Ryan and Justin and Jackie. First of all, I have to tell you that I love your podcast. Me and my two best friends listen to it when they come over to spend the night sometimes. Oh, it sounds like a
Slumber party.
young girl.
Is it?
I don't know. Who has girls come spend the night?
I'm just kidding.
Put your tongue back in your mouth, Tex Avery Justin.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mr. Susicle.
Mr. Mask reference. We were wondering two things. She spelled two, the number,
Oh, boy.
like two, the
That's America's
word.
youth.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Number one, who are the girls you are dating? Oh, well, thanks for asking that question there, Miss
Miss 4-year-old.
Jess. She says, who are the girls you're dating? You told Sarah Silverman that you're dating people. We want the deets, yo.
I'm dating a beautiful, fun, sweet girl that I like a lot.
And I am
Who's
picking
also
up,
a weirdo and a nerd in a good way.
and I am picking up my heart in tiny little pieces all over the city.
Yeah. I'm
What do you
sure
think about that, Justin?
I'll be there eventually, Ryan.
What do you think about? Do you have empathy for me?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? He of all people would.
Yeah,
More than
thank
anybody.
you.
Yeah. I got your back.
Been there,
yo.
done that.
Yeah.
Oh, so I wish there was,
And I'll do it again.
why?
Hey,
She says, why do you like them? Are they pretty, Justin?
Gorgeous.
Funny?
Yes.
Do you have good sex?
We laugh very hard.
Do you have good
together.
sex?
Yes. Best I've had probably in my entire life.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
And you want that? You're fine with that going out into
Swear to God.
That's your final answer?
That's going out. You can't edit that out. It's too late.
It's the truth, though. I wouldn't just say that either.
For the record.
I mean,
Best sex you've had in your entire life.
yep.
She said, OMG, Amanda just made me write that. And she spelled right, R-I-G-H-T.
Should I not be answering these girls' questions now? I feel.
Oh, because they're children?
I feel dirty all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
But also 2. Which isn't a question, though. Jackie is right about the farting. I'm so confused. Jackie's right about the farting stuff. Girls should be able to fart.
Girls just want to fart.
Girls just want to fart.
I had a girlfriend that used to just fart in her sleep.
Horrible.
Never in person.
Ugh.
Anyway, she wants to tell us about. She wants to tell us about our love lives. You have to tell us. Do it now. Ha 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 ha. Justin is dating someone. He's clearly happy. Best sex of his life. He thinks she's beautiful. He thinks she's funny. He thinks
she's awesome. She's amazing.
And I am
she's
once
too good
again
to be true. I'm a little. Waiting for the other shoe to drop here.
It's like, why is this so good? What's up here?
And my shoe has dropped. Okay, so this email is from a guy named Jay. He says, love the podcast. It's consistently hilarious. I just finished listening to Abed's account of jail. Amazing story, which was at times ruined by Jackie.
Oh.
What?
Well, here we go. This is the perfect email to read on this episode.
Yeah, I think Jackie actually was trying to get the story moving along.
Whenever I began to settle in, I was jolted out of the experience by Jackie's interruptions to hurry things along. It was an unneeded tension. As a listener, why should I feel rushed?
I think he's referring to when she was like, "Oh my God, my dad was there."
No, I think it was when she was,
come on, hurry on.
Whenever we'd kind of go off on little
tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it worked accidentally because
I'm curious how many people agree. I wish we could do polls. Like, can you do polls on Facebook as a page
Maybe
moderator?
There's an app we can do. I'm curious, can't this episode, I'm so curious to hear what people think about the Jackie-less episode.
They'll say people will have opinions. They'll post them.
Well, of course, it doesn't hold up to the Jackie episode.
Yeah, listen, guys, it's episode 22. If you want to say it's your most hated episode, fine. I wouldn't blame you.
It's not that bad. It's no Jackie, but...
All right. Anyway, so any more emails?
You're like Gollum. You're referring to yourself as It's.
Yeah. What else did he say? What else is it?
Okay. At the beginning of the show, you guys mentioned the podcast lengths were too long. My suggestion for shortening it is to edit out Jackie completely. Here we go. Once again.
Well, this guy's gonna love this episode.
She should still have to come in to do the show because I like the idea of her having to waste her time. God, this is so mean.
Yeah. All right.
Poor
continue.
Jackie.
I have to say that I love Jackie.
You know what? I'm kind of bummed she's not
Jackie.
here to hear this because this would be fun.
I'd like to see her
maybe
reaction.
We'll reread it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the same one about the jail?
Every email is hard to read without
Wait,
her.
Okay, well then that's it. That's the last email for this episode.
Another suggestion is to let her talk, then bleep out every single word she says, or in post-production, overdub her with another voice.
God damn.
Maybe replace her with Squawky Macaw, who screeches, "Let's go, let's go," along with various veiled anti-Semitic comments.
Oh, okay.
Boy,
he's obviously
really got to.
he's Jewish.
Well, hey, listen.
Jackie.
He's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah.
Fan of Mario, Mr. Scoop, psychic abilities, Ryan and Justin, F. Jackie, J.
Oh man.
Look at this up on. It's weird. On top of the Google Mail, it says there's an ad. It says exotic parrot parties.
On top of the Google Mail, there is an ad that says
all covered with
exotic
alerts.
parrot parties.
It says www.reptacularanimals.com. Hands-on with all birds, great prices, macaw, cockatoo, parrots, and more. Just because this guy wrote macaw in the email.
Wait. You're saying this is an ad for a company that you can contact and then rent their birds for a party? To hang out with birds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh, man, you know what this party's missing? A couple of exotic birds.
No, remember when...
The fuck? That guy's got to be going out of business. There's no fucking way.
In this economy?
I want to call him and be like, "Hi, so you're definitely going out of business. You have to be, right, sir?
Well, do you want to call him right now?
Some parties
it's a local area code. It's an 818. You got to leave a message if they answer.
Hello, you've reached Lauren with Reptacular Animals. I hope you had a chance to check out our website at reptacularanimals.com for all of our party package details and prices. If you reach this message, I'm most likely in an animal show, especially here, so I probably can't call you back till Monday. So please go ahead and leave me a message with the party package you're interested in, the city you're located, as well as the potential party dates, so I can give you a call back and have all that information. Thanks so much, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Whoa, hello! Oh, yeah! I want to rent an animal! I want to rent an animal! Oh, I want to rent an animal! No, but seriously, I'd like to rent an animal, please. My name is Michael Forth. I want like 7 animals. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I'll pay double money for everyone. I'm serious. This isn't a joke. I'm completely serious. I want 7 animals for my party. This is totally serious. I'm not kidding around. You can tell. You might think I'm being jokey and making a prank call, but this is absolutely for real. I'll pay triple price for all 7 animals. This is really true. I just sound this way. This is how I talk. A lot of people don't understand because they think I'm always joking around. I'm very serious. Oh, I want 7 animals. Oh. All right. All right, that was episode 22. Once again, apologies that it wasn't the show that you're used to, but, you know, it was either that or no show at all.
Well, you know.
This week. So, I want you all to have a wonderful holidays. I'd like for you all to have a wonderful holidays. Please check out the iPhone app.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. We neglected the whole fucking episode. We should have said that right up top. We have an iPhone app, and the iPhone fucking store on the iPhone also works on the iPad and the iPod Touch. It's Google, or go to the iStore, the iPhone, iPad store, the App Store, and type in Grandma's Virginity. Download it. It's free for your iPhone. You can listen to our episodes on your phone.
I think you can also write your emails directly from it,
Yeah,
too.
you can write emails to the show directly from the app, and you can go to the Facebook page directly from the app, and blah, blah, blah. There's all kinds of cool shit you can do. There's also a soundboard with a bunch of little select clips of audio from the show that you can play and bother people with all day. And super huge thanks to... Did you ever write back?
I did write back.
Yeah, so super huge thanks to Rob and
Monagali.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Rob. He made this app on his own. He's just fucking around on the computer, teaching himself how to program for the iPhone, and decided that his first little project would be an app for the show. So
a fan did it.
Yeah, a fan did it.
That's really cool.
And he got it approved through the iPhone store, the iTunes
and
store.
it's version 1.0, or maybe it's up to 1.1 now. I think he did an update, and it's going to constantly be updating as we figure it out, and it evolves, and we'll add more fun stuff. And
yeah, it's great.
It'll be a fun little interactive part of the show, everybody. And he asked me to plug illustrator and humorist Carolyn Main. You can learn more about her at carolynmain.com. The least we can do.
Abed's plug, go ahead.
If you watch Spike TV and you're watching the show Mansers, I might just pop up having a large woman sit on me.
Well, somebody posted that video on our Facebook page.
It's already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that shot like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Why is it resurfacing now?
It was season 1, so it just keeps replaying.
Oh,
So why is that a plug?
I don't have anything else to plug.
Oh, okay. So rate us on iTunes. Go to pigsorpeople.com, which is our Facebook page. You can also just search for Grandma's Virginity on Facebook.
We're gonna get our shit together in the new year, aren't we, Justin?
Yeah, honestly, when we hit the new year, new episodes every week. Hopefully, I mean, definitely not nearly as bad as we've been towards the end of this year with these long mega droughts. We're gonna dial it in. We're gonna do.
You know what we might do? Maybe we should start putting this out there now. Maybe we'll try to find somebody who can help us.
Yeah, we if you're in the LA area and you're not a psychopath, you know, and we'll probably have to screen you through email. Like, you know, ideally college student, someone who's actually got some sort of plan in life. Not, you know, I don't want to fucking, I don't want some sort of case. What is it? Fucking
case?
No. Like, you know,
charity case?
Yeah, charity case. We're like, oh, okay, well, I guess you could help us. No, I need somebody who's motivated, who's got shit going on, who wants to have a fucking career in his life.
You need like a Robbie Massey.
No, I need like a Dave Seeger or something, like someone who's like, you know, got his own thing going, but is a fan and wants to, you know, hard work and is good. And I mean, look, we'll never find this person, but I'm just saying, if you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to maybe help with this show, shoot us an email. grandmasvirginity@gmail.com.
Would he be like your Baba Booey?
No, he would be somebody who would help with the edits, who would, I don't know, whatever we need. There's a ton of shit. I mean, we could really be doing all kinds of stuff right now.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way to grow the show and get it out there more and deal with all the shit that we have been putting off because of other things.
Yeah. So, anyways,
would you pay him?
No.
Or her?
No, because here's the thing. None of us have
money.
A lot of money. I mean, look, here's the thing. You'd be doing
it to get picked up for a second season. So.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means, I'll be working, but it's not like I'm going to be fucking money bags. I'm not going to have, whatever. The point is, no pay, but
benefits.
No.
Oh yeah, lots of benefits.
Look, it's good. You'll be working with people who, look, if you do a good job, I'm willing. I can't promise anything, but I can almost guarantee there'll be some sort of opportunity for you in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, this is truly a once in a lifetime. To be able to work with Justin Worland?
Yeah, that's not easy.
All right. I mean, it's easy. It's just not easy to come by. All right. So that was episode 22. Jackie will be back next time. We apologize deeply for her absence. I hope Abed made it up to you. And
I miss you, Jackie.
That's it, right?
I guess so. Yeah, that's it.
And everybody pray for Jackie.
Pray for her.
She's just
heal her. Send her the healing
Jackie.
energy.
Heal Jackie.
Heal Jackie.
And
heal Jackie.
Not to, don't freak out. She's just sick. It's not like she's dying. All right.
This gesture goes. It doesn't make the expression that clearly communicates. Then again, I don't know. Maybe she is. God forbid.
She's not. Okay. See you guys next week.
Well, that was something, wasn't it? They really managed to slap something together there. Thanks to Gunnar from Norway, whose last name has one of those weird Ghostbusters symbols in it that I'm afraid to pronounce, for this week's episode art. It's Norwegian. Thanks to everyone who wrote in and sent us stuff, and keep sending that stuff to grandmasvirginity@gmail.com. Join our Facebook page at pigsartpeople.com and rate us on iTunes. And of course, check out our brand new iPhone app. Follow the show on Twitter at Grand's Virginity. And follow me on Twitter too at VoiceOver Studio. I'm your announcer, Smith Harrison. Thanks for joining us. See you next week on Christmas Eve for episode 23. Okay, that's it. I'm tired of this. Boing.
So I didn't realize. So I was in the CVS buying batteries, and I was like, I gotta bring Jackie something because someone on Facebook said you better bring Jackie home.
Oh, that's right. So you didn't have to.
So all of a sudden, my eyes noticed the perfect thing, and it was
candy.
incredibly cheap.
Glade for pooping?
Yep. Glade, apple cinnamon Glade.
So you only bought this after I said that I'm gonna have to poop when you get here.
Yeah. So I really bought it more for me than anything else.
I would light a match and like keep a window open. I wouldn't try to. Ooh, it smells like Christmas.
Well, will that cover your poops, you think?
No, I'm a good pooper. As soon as it smells good. It smells like Christmas.